Got my serious face on. Hello and welcome back to the Super Happy Fun Times D&D stream.
Woo!
Is everyone having super happy fun times?
Yeah. Super fun and super happy.
Directly into the light.
I think last session was the most super happy fun time we've had in a long
last
time.
episode was quite good.
Do you know what my favourite thing is?
Boys.
Having one hit
A
point.
lot happened, yeah.
First of all, the announcements. We'll probably give some dice away.
Did we give dice last time?
We did.
You actually send them?
Ed
won them, yeah.
Ed won them.
Edu.
He
Oh yeah,
did
because of the
indeed.
archery bonuses.
Yeah.
We got the same.
Well done, Ed.
Yeah.
So chill in chat. Let us
Excuse
know
me.
you're in chat, and get a chance to win some dice from the wonderful Critit,
Yeah.
who
They're amazing.
were kind enough to donate them to us. Other announcements. I'm on best behaviour and told to be nice today.
Yes.
Also, other announcement. Adam had an interview today and got the job.
Thank you.
I don't know what the job is, but
No,
But he got it.
I won't bore you with explaining it, but it's a promotion at work, so it's some more moolah.
Nice.
So you should be nicer to us now.
I won't see the money for like 4 months. But
So you should be nicer to us in 4 months.
if any of you are alive in 4 months, I've completely
Hey, you're not allowed to kill any of us off until the art is finished.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got some art which will be done soon.
Not too soon, is that
I
the thing of life?
reckon we'll probably show the grey one next week.
Yes.
And
I'll
then
upload it.
the colour one.
It's
maybe
quite alright, we
later.
can expand from the art and we just put a red cross over
Yes,
each
I was
person
thinking
who's
just
at
put
the
a cross over every single
and
one.
add the new characters in there.
Just like one up here, one down there.
I've not upgraded the character sheets yet because it's been a long week. So the people have got some more hit points.
Not at the
And
moment.
some bits are changing. Yeah, than what it says on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the screen's
What
different.
level are we? We have
Level
five.
five.
Okay. In that case, I've got more healing than I thought.
Yeah,
Right.
you have 20.
25 points of healing.
Let's
5 per level.
do this thing.
Play that bass.
No, I'm missing my rolly chair.
Oh no.
I'm missing
You
like.
have to sit on a pleb chair like
I know.
everyone else.
But I don't look like a saviour anymore.
The check from last week.
It was all an illusion.
It was. You haven't seen nothing yet.
It's not an arena, it's still alive.
So,
The screen flickers and we get a throne for you.
your ears ringing still, your vision blurred.
Oh boy, barrel trauma.
Feeling the burns going down your back and spine to the palms and the soles of your feet. It's a hard sensation to try and explain running down the backs of your arms, but now you've had a moment to realise you can really feel it. The vision's still a blur, a bit of tunnel vision with spots appearing randomly in yours. Some of you swallowed a lot of water. Some of you were okay and hardy little.
A little bit on the face.
As you take a moment to look at the carnage of the scene. The smoke of the gazebo has been put out, the fire contained. The area where just moments before brought a calm serenity and peace to it, making you feel safe. Who was it who drank the water?
Oh, me.
I think involuntarily.
We all drunk the water now.
I didn't.
I was choking on it.
The last thing a lot of you remember before blacking out was Ismark diving forwards and a bolt of lightning searing through the sky, crackling with a thunderclap straight into him. As you got to his body as he lied face down in the water, he had one last word to say, as Gabriel pretended to be his sister.
You're
At
cycling.
least he had a peaceful death.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love emotional manipulation.
Hey, it's what my whole game has been this entire time. Get out of a thing, be someone else. It's a lot easier.
Does anyone want to tell me the name of the mayor?
Oh, yeah, I
The
don't know.
Burgermeister.
Grumpy Pants. Another grumpy human.
Dimitri.
It is indeed.
Kreskov.
As he stands with all of you, finding it hard to hear him, your sound coming in and out. He managed to get some distance, and the whole thing in the pool started to kick off. When this humanoid man turned into this very handsome priest. So they were called Sergei. And Irina became Tatiana and tried to go with him. There was a bit of a confrontation of should she go or not, and in the end she did through your assistance and aid. As they disappeared
value of assistance.
down into the depths of the pool. Being dragged away from the pool now. You will leave here now, Dimitri says.
That's understandable.
Red turns to go and leave.
If that is your wish.
I push my way past the two guards that you had and start walking towards the gate.
We will return with your wine and leave that for you, if that is still something you wish for us to do.
You can see he's not the... His expression softens somewhat. The people would appreciate that, yes.
Yes.
But you have brought hardship here now.
Yes, we will gladly leave now.
Good.
Could we trouble you? Sorry for our companion here. Do not think he survived.
Say. He looks over his shoulder. Again, some of you heard this kind of almost hyena-esque laughing, this feral laughter coming from within the abbey. Echoing down, made by a lot of different voices. As he looks uneasy and looks up towards it. Yes, I shall deal with it.
Thank you. We were hoping to protect him from this evil that hunted him, but well.
Oh, someone's died.
Come on.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Testing?
Yeah.
Pencil.
Yeah.
Pencils.
Word.
Okay.
We're going to do it
Are we
one
getting
at a
buzz?
time. I've got some more batteries. We might need to...
Oh,
Is it Kitty?
You on or dead?
I'm on,
Yeah,
but
she's on.
yeah.
On the
Is it a
dead.
battery issue?
I think it is because I didn't turn it on, so I assume it was.
Been left on.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've got a spare battery.
You guys crack on, and
Oh, it's gonna go.
Oh.
Nice catch.
See if you can pop the other battery out as a real chill. Use some scissors or something.
£2 coin is really effective.
Oh, we got a sub. Jaxus Brim, thank you for joining us.
Oh, which way did that
Thank
come
you.
out? Flat.
What a
You
ledge.
subbed at the best time. Technical difficulties.
How about now?
testing.
Yep. Have we got
Now?
another mic?
I turned it on, turned it off
Testing.
again.
Is it going alright?
Anything?
Testing.
Is it plugged in properly?
Pardon? Okay, change mics quick as we can.
Yeah.
Down there.
Be
Sorry.
excited.
There's no mic.
Why have we got a Magic the Gathering book in?
There's no mics left.
Doesn't make it.
So no,
Are there none left?
they were always Magic
There's
together.
got
It's
to be.
here, it's behind me.
Catherine's.
Oh, it's
Catherine,
Catherine's
it's yours.
mic.
Oh,
Right.
Testing, testing, testing. Can you...
Cameron.
Is it my turn? Hang on, let me unplug.
Ah, so was it the other one working all right or no? Do we have another battery?
Oh, we'll just put that other battery in.
Yeah.
Because that battery must have had some power left in it.
Got some notes.
Yeah, well spotted. Sorry, guys.
Mate, the £2 coin is really effective at getting those out.
Is it?
I mean,
Like
that's why
that
it was
dot.
there.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Magic.
I swapped all of the batteries.
Who is making notes with this one?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Sorted?
Johnny was originally.
Lovely. Sorry about that,
This
guys.
is the dragon one. Oh no, that could be my one.
I think I made like one note in a book at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I realised
I
that
had
it
scraps
was
of
making
paper
notes
all
down.
over the place with notes.
Yeah.
Just use that
They're
notebook.
just like,
10.
So, as you start to make your way out of the town through the winding streets, it's about 3 in the morning.
We
You
didn't have
guys
AC.
are wrecked.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're not looking great. Everyone, give me a perception check, please.
Oh, it's so
Today's the day.
well.
Today's the day.
17.
Oh, nice.
5. Today's not the day.
12.
17 plus. Oh, I don't get my free from because Eric's dead.
Eric died.
Oh, Eric.
Where's my perception?
Exploded.
Perception. Oh, 18.
17.
When's your other raven going to get here?
I don't know when my other.
As you're walking, you take one last look over your shoulder towards this pool, this what was sacred land. And as you look back, you see something dart out of the water. It's a bright white, small, maybe around about so big. As your eyes take a second to focus as you look closer, as it spirals and spins in the air. Then you see it comes. Gabriel, you feel the reassuring presence of Eric on your shoulder. And then you realise Eric is already on your shoulder, but now perched on your left shoulder. As you have a proper look, you see this. Oh, blast, we're not doing very well today.
It's the dinosaur from Jurassic Park. Oh.
He's very good at mimicking weird sounds.
Don't answer, just turn my phone off, sorry. You see this white raven now on your left shoulder as it prunes itself and then stands and looks round. But as you looked back, Constance, there's something else has caught your eye. In the pool of water, there's not just one corpse floating there, there are 2.
Fucking brilliant.
You're pretty sure you're the only one who's noticed. The rest of you would notice Gabriel now has 2 ravens.
Oh, wow. Black and white. You dropped one.
Are we all walking away?
We were in the process, huh?
Red and Gabriel are already out there.
Yeah, I was already heading back to grab my stuff. Oh, with my stuff.
We don't have our stuff.
That's outside.
Without drawing attention
I'm sure it's
to
still
it,
there.
I'm going to just turn and try and get a better look at who the other one is.
You can see auburn hair, face down, spreading out in the pool.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Cool. I carry on.
Yeah.
For the others.
You get marched out of the small town smoke coming from some of the chimneys. Not many people awake towards the main gate. As there's 2 guards currently on it and 2 guards with you. As they begin to struggle lifting this heavy wooden door barricade.
I'll assist them.
Pardon?
I'll assist them.
Not going to ask how, you know. But managed to lift it between the 3 of them. And they push one of the doors open a touch. As cold air from the forest outside floods in.
Out we go then. Thank you for your hospitality, and I'm sorry that things ended this way. We will return with hopefully something for your town.
Yes. You see the Burgermeister takes a big sigh. I have to look after my people first.
Of course.
Good. He looks tired. He's got red eyes, but you don't think his eyes are red from tiredness.
It's been crying.
You can see that something has upset him recently.
When we return, I hope that we will be able to help you more, to help your people.
Yes. We will see. No go. But I doubt I shall see any of you again. And with that, you hear the grunts of 3 people lifting the large as it slams down into place. The silence of the woods and the silence of the forest is unnerving, to say the least. Unnerving, sorry. Your equipment is where you left it.
Oh.
Cold to the touch.
Putting it all back on.
Yeah, straight on. No problem.
You can see 2 of the guards stood on the walls. Neither ones you've spoken to stand, just kind of watching you.
I think we need to get some rest. Do we want to step away from the walls, or?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess I'm on watch.
As you
No need.
As you go to leave, one of them gives a whistle, takes his hat off, and throws it down over the wall to you.
Oh boy.
What, are we talking, like a helmet or a hat?
It's a large.
Oh, like you're talking about like a, oh,
Yeah.
yes! And picks it up and puts it on.
Very soft, black and white rabbit skin.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Thank you. Small hands.
Yeah. She'll smile a little bit at that, but she don't like sneeze. She's really starting to not like people.
We need to.
Yeah.
We need to get somewhere a little bit quieter. If we can.
Yes. Can we go a bit further out? Try and find like a clearing off the trees?
We're on the edge of like forest, aren't we?
Yeah, so you're
I wouldn't want to
kind
put this
of
in
going
the
south down this side path, remember? Then you'll hit a T
Off the side
junction,
of the path.
and you can go west or east. But you're pretty sure going west will just take you into the fog bank. East will take you back towards the river, and eventually the Wizards of Wines. But they're going south.
Can we find like a clearing by the side of the road? It's not too bad. Yeah. It's snowy here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can
Not snow, more like frost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red will
I can set up.
Red
somewhere
will
for us to
telepathically communicate with Jakul
rest.
to be into the tree line.
Okay. The just out of character for it forms like a dome, that it is like an opaque dome. I can change the
it's not
color.
an actual hut?
No, I can change the color to be whatever I want.
So hut coloured.
I can make it disguise it. It can be brown.
Really
It can
browny.
be like
Coloured.
snow frost.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
It's like a posh tent thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you make the posh
Magic
tent.
head. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go and I'll start setting up, get the ritual out. So it's Leland's tiny hut.
Just for your you can use knowledge survival to pick good spots
Okay.
for camps.
Don't have really survival.
25.
Oh.
So you would see where Jackal has
I got
picked
one the first
his
time.
spot to be to put, and it's not a great spot.
Rubbish.
And you can see not too far away what would be a considerably harder to spot area.
Yeah, she pads on over there and beckons over.
Okay, I will default to your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Move over.
I live in the woods.
Okay, I'll say everyone come close to me. I'll create a 10-foot dome to protect us. And I'll kind of kneel down, get out my mirror, kind of stare at myself in the mirror with the crystal bead that we got from the necklace of the dead guy. And I'll say a prayer to Soon, asking for a protection. It takes a minute to cast, so try and pass.
So what does this hut do?
Okay, so it's a 10-foot radius.
As you invoke the
immobile
spell,
dome.
the ground itself twists and shifts as snow kind of builds up and builds up. And it looks almost kind of igloo-esque in the frost. But you can't really see a clear way in or out of it. There's no kind of door. It looks kind of just like a pile of snow now.
We're in a past now.
Yeah, it is a barrier of force, so we can go out, and come back in, but nothing else can. And inside will be an ambient temperature and effect. Magic can't go through as well.
Let's go in quickly
Wait.
and sleep.
Wait. Red's gonna invoke the unicorn spirit totem.
Describe what happens for me, please.
Oh yeah. So weird, like jumbled up, sort of like when people who are bilingual start talking and they mix up all the languages. There's like some Druidic, some Halfling, and some Sylvan in there, and this big old unicorn comes out. Not like a little pansy unicorn, like
A stacked unicorn.
stacked unicorn, like a shire horse with a horn. Yeah. Let me just double check what that is. Then, so that everyone's in that area. I'm now gonna cast Cure Wounds. Let me just double check. Can't remember what I wrote down. I put healing spell in aura. All allies gain DL healing.
Oh, we looked this up before.
Yeah,
was
certain
it?
level, maybe.
Druidic
Master
level?
level.
No, druid level
level,
healing.
yeah.
So 5.
So when you heal someone, they get back 5 hit points.
Everyone gets
Everyone
back
gets
5. Whoever's
So
in
one
the-
person gets your heal spell, the rest of us get back 5.
Yeah. I'm going to.
We're all equally.
Yeah. I think Hessie is the worst for wear here.
I mean, we're all one, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm on one.
Yeah.
I didn't get any healing.
You're also exhausted and messed up.
I'm.
What's new?
Where's my 8 gone? 1d8. I'm going to cast it as a 2nd level spell.
Okay.
So that means I can use 2d8s. Can I borrow
Okay,
yours?
Who are you healing?
I'm going to heal myself.
Yep.
Because no one else healed me.
Survival of the fittest.
8 and a 7.
Yeah, you heal.
15.
You invoke the
15.
spell.
Cool.
Isn't it plus your...
Oh, 15 and
Is
then...
it?
Is it plus my spell bonus?
Should be.
Should say-
Should be. Should say
Yeah, your
thing.
spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh, there you go. So, what was that? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 points of healing.
And we all get...
And
5.
you will get 5.
Thank you.
Someone's 6.
Have we got any more?
So I'm on to
Yeah,
26 now.
6.
6 entire hit points. I've never felt so strong.
You make your way into the hut.
Yeah.
As you do, you kind of merge through the snow and find yourself in this 10-foot by 10-foot dome. Quite cozy, quite warm.
Scry this hat.
So it's comfortable and dry inside. We can see through it,
Nice.
like it's translucent for us, but anything outside can't see in. It's like opaque.
It's like
And
a
I can
4 metre
change the
bell
lighting inside as
Pardon?
well.
It's like a 4 metre bell tent.
It's going to be cozy.
No, 5 metre, I think.
It's
Not
10
as
foot.
high.
10-foot radius, so
Oh yeah, okay, so 20
it's
foot across.
quite tall.
It's quite,
Oh, so it's quite
pretty
big.
good.
Pretty
Yeah.
big, okay.
I thought it was going to be like all snuggled up together.
Yeah.
Like
10
quite
10 foot
small.
radius. It's pretty good.
You can house like 10 people in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you find yourself in this warm, inviting, cosy little hut.
Like, no
Some
one
of
can
you
get
are
into.
beyond exhausted. Others of you who got knocked out would be tired. Constance, you're probably in the best condition at the moment. What do you do? It's still probably 3:30 in the morning,
Sleep.
somewhere in the region of that.
This protection will last for 8 hours.
Sleep.
We
Sleep
should
for
be
8
safe.
hours.
No
Should be
one
safe.
can get in and no magic can get in.
Uh-huh.
Should be safe.
Okay.
Should be safe. Spells and other magical effects can't go through yet. Creatures and objects
I
cannot
either
pass
sleep
through.
or this is how I die. It's one or the other.
Red will stay up to at least just watch the outside for a bit and just double check that everything's
You
safe.
don't need to.
No?
No,
Oh, you've
one
got
out of
two.
two.
Yeah.
Double.
Double Eric.
Erica.
The trees bus.
Hmm?
The trees bus. I basically tell Eric and
Erica.
Ud,
Oh,
Good.
you are D, to go up and keep watch.
You're telling Eric to leave the nice warm hut and go outside.
Where he can't see
And
in.
Ud, because then they can keep an eye on the open.
As you do, Eric's like,
Fine. Stay in here. Look out. Oh yeah, because you can see out of it, can't you?
Yeah.
And if he goes outside, he can't see in.
Wake me. You can sleep on my shoulders.
Constance doesn't
Okay.
Right.
really look anyone in the eye
Bed rolls out.
and goes to the furthest point away from everybody else.
Yep.
And she's not put her chainmail back on, so just like lays it out and gets out the jar of griffin grease. Griffin grease.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like one of those was being pronounced wrong, and just methodically sort of cleans it, and then the shield, and then rolls out the bedroll and goes to sleep, facing away from everybody.
I think Hester would have triple checked with you what this hut does.
Yep. No creatures can get in, no objects can get in, no spells can pass through it.
This is how I die. It was nice to know you all. Go to sleep.
Yep.
I will spend some time cleaning myself up.
Yeah.
Presentable.
Anyone else doing anything before bed?
Red's going to groom herself. Flatten down her hair a bit. Or at least get it more flat than it is now.
Seems like only yesterday.
It's probably going to be like
When someone
clumps
else
of it
was
coming
feeling-
out.
No, Irina kept it nice for you.
No, well,
She
came
did.
out. No, it's more like I've been electrocuted.
Ah, yes.
There's probably bits of hair coming out.
I'm going to check myself over. Make sure I'm alright.
Yeah, you feel good. You feel good.
I don't feel that good. But
No, you felt worse.
yeah.
You're tired, yes.
Yeah.
As you call it a night. And all turn in.
Just before we sleep, can I ask Constance as an aside, just to be sure my remove curse has worked. Would you mind detecting evil just before bed?
Without looking over, she just puts her hand on the shield.
Mm-hmm.
What did she see?
So you're invoking.
Yeah, not detect magic.
Detect evil?
Divine sense.
Yeah. No, she's not coming out as evil undead.
Okay. And everyone else is not
So
evil
technically,
either.
Jakul resurrected her.
I mean, the evil undead is really not the problem right now, but you guys don't know that. So.
Well, I thought this was your curse.
Indeed,
so I removed
yes.
the curse. You should be safe.
I'm trusting in the power of the tiny hut right now.
You go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep it.
Some of you in states of exhaustion. Some of you with lots on your mind. But sleep claims all of you. It's nice to be warm and dry in the hut. And at least it's really quiet. A little too quiet, you could say. Gabriel, You dream of a time when you were young. It was a time where you had to make a hard choice. A time where you look back on it regularly and you're not sure if you made the right choice.
Okay.
And you dream of that moment. You've dreamt of it a couple of times, definitely, or thought about it regularly. Did you do the right thing, yes or no? And as you're in that moment, you hear a voice which wasn't there originally. All of us have hard choices. All of us will have choices we look back on and we are not sure if it was right or wrong. But deep down, we'll know. As you turn round, you see a man who is maybe about 6'1", with brown hair over one side. Not hugely muscular, but an attractive face. You've seen him before, out of the water. You will have harder choices still to come.
I've already lived my hardest choice.
If only that was true. I thank you for what you've done for me. I never thought it would happen, but you've done me such a service, such a deed. I've sent part of, I guess you would call it, essence to go with you, to travel with you. And I've used the rest. Although we can't leave Barovia, I can hide Tatiana from him in places he will never find us. But truly the only escape is to end it.
I thought that would be the case.
Is there anything you would ask of me? Ask it now. What is the last time I will speak with you?
My companions do not have powers or abilities that I think can defeat your brother. So I need to find a weapon for them.
In my youth, I had a sword, which could maybe be helpful. Well, I know it would be helpful, but I fear it is destroyed. I'm afraid that is all I can say. I don't know its location.
If you believe that sword will help defeat your brother, then we should find it and repair it if it is broken.
If I'm honest with you, I do not know if anything will help you defeat my brother. I do not know if it is possible here. At one point I was stronger. My spirit here, I was able to affect some things going on, but time has taken its toll. Piece by piece, day by day. But now, as a genuine, true smile spreads across his face, now you have brought me something greater than anything I could have asked. And I thank you.
Will you let me rest now? I'm quite wounded. I give him a smirk.
Yeah. You're at a point in your history, a point just when you first joined or were recruited into the Order, where none of it really made sense. You feel a bit lost and you feel that emotion again of not being sure if you've done the right thing. As you hear a voice. Thank you, Constance. Thank you for all you sacrificed for me. I know it wasn't your choice. As you turn round and see this beautiful auburn-haired woman, pale, milky skin, high cheekbones standing, not in a regal pose, not a practice or fake pose, but just naturally as she would stand. As she looks to you when you were younger, you did the right thing. I'm sure of it.
Constance just starts crying.
As Constance begins to cry, this woman, this vision, looks to you. I couldn't stand in their way. It wasn't my place. Maybe if things were different, I don't know, but what's happened has happened, I guess. And I wouldn't change any of it. But I don't know what will happen to me now.
Does it look more like Tatiana?
Looking at her now, no. It looks like Irina, but Irina not pretending to be someone else.
How's she dressed?
Similar to how you last saw her, or when you first saw her in the house. Perhaps we can train one last time. She does. She pulls out her small buckler, shield, and the long sword that she'd been using.
I was going to suggest the same.
She full on attacks you, holding nothing back, trying her best to push you down. But she ain't very good.
I let her get in a few hits.
As she notices you do, she shouts at you. Thank you.
Push a bit harder and swing. But telegraphing it quite a lot.
She seems to appreciate it. Hessia, can you in a little bit?
Oh boy!
Oh, lovely.
Jackal.
Rude.
You're at a point in your past where you questioned your faith, where you really thought about dark things had happened. Things that you almost couldn't live with yourself, which had changed your outlook. As you think back to that moment and find yourself there again, where you stood on that choice of which way do you go, which direction. Almost leaving the church, prepared to step out without your faith once more. As you hear a calm voice from behind you. I've been there myself, brother. turned to see high cheekboned, handsome man. Not ruggedly handsome, more kind of boy next door handsome. Let's see. I can see that my upbringing was slightly different than yours. You can see he gently runs his hand through his brown hair, flopped over to one side.
Is this the first priest, you say? No. Okay.
Sergei.
So sorry that things came to this.
Tatiana told me of what you did.
It seemed the best choice at the time, though maybe not the right one.
Thank you. Now, I was the second son. My oldest brother, he was the trained warrior, the general, the leader of men. Me, it was my place to be the priest. I did not mind. My heart was in it for most of my life. I wanted to keep people safe and happy. And I did for a long time. But the second I saw her, I knew that our love, or my love for her, eclipsed my faith completely. And although I was devoted, I could not live with myself. But in our order, one did not marry. So I had to renounce.
That must have been a very difficult choice.
No, it was the easiest choice I've ever made in my life. And I would make it again in a heartbeat.
I'm glad that you feel so confident in your decisions.
There is no doubt. When I left the order, I left some of my items in a secret place, a hidden place.
Would this be something that could possibly stand against your brother?
I doubt it is strong enough, but he may be able to aid you. I've sent part of me with the Raven, who will not last long out here. The land will destroy the goodness there over time. But the Raven will be able to lead you there.
Very well. Is it nearby or a long way off?
Close.
Are you and Tatiana safe for now? Are you and Tatiana safe for now?
For now. We'll only find true safety when my brother is destroyed.
That is our end goal. It seems a long way off.
He kind of stops and looks for a second. My time here is short. Is there anything you would ask of me? Ask it now.
What has happened to Ismark's soul? Has it been claimed by your brother?
I'm not sure. I believe so.
That is...
He has the power to choose who can enter and leave this realm. And he would stop that soul from leaving.
You would not be able to protect him as well, I suppose?
No.
Well, we will just have to free him as we free you by destroying your brother.
Walk in faith, for you will be tested beyond means. Again, he kind of looks. No, I must go.
May you find peace in your love.
Red. You find yourself in the woodlands, the mistwood. your home for many years. Your pack, you can sense them and feel that they are near, but you can't see them. You get that reassurance, that strength, that if you were to howl, they would answer, they would reply. But then you realise that this is a dream. Your pack's not here. Do you howl?
Yeah.
As you do, a moment passes. 2, your heart, hoping, praying that something will answer. Do you give up hope or not? That something will. As you stand strong, believing that something will answer the howl, something does. You can see a clearing in the distance. And there's a wolf in it, a large wolf. A sight you don't recognise, but there's something familiar about it. Approach.
Yeah.
As you do, this large head drops down. You can see spikes of growth coming out of it, bones growing at awkward angles out of its shoulder, out of its back. So its head sits at a slight odd angle. Some of its teeth on one side considerably bigger than the other. It looks almost like it's got some kind of tusk coming down as well. You can see a big cut across its eye, and that's when you recognise. So it lets out a deep, low growl.
She stops for a moment.
Starts to pad towards you. You can see these large feet as they do.
She stands the ground.
Yeah. Stares at you for a second. Gets to within 20 foot. 15. Eye contact never breaking. 10. Stands your ground.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets to within 10 foot. Comes charging at you. What do you do?
Jump out of the way.
As you go to jump out of the way, the beast leaps forwards, but not at you, to the side of you. You're not sure what it was attacking as you jump to the side. And you hear the sound of battle from behind you. As you turn and whip your head round to see it, whatever was there is gone. As is the wolf. You find yourself once again alone in this clearing. Your heart racing for a second. What do you do?
Try and howl again.
You let out a howl, staying strong that something is going to answer it, that something is going to reply. 10 seconds, 20. It seems to last an eternity. This silence is unbearable, but there is no reply this time. And just as you almost give up hope, in the far, far distance, you hear a howl in reply. Hessia.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. That's how I feel.
What you say is what you say. It's going to be quite quick.
You're dead now.
You close your eyes and you can feel a breeze on your face. As you forget where you are. It's a cold breeze though. As you open your eyes, you can hear the click-clack of something turning mechanics. As you turn behind you to see a large windmill with broken panels and panes on it. Beautiful woman walks out. They call you Hessia, I hear.
Stay violent.
Do you know my name, child?
No.
Shame. There's powers in names. Powers in blood.
I'm well aware.
She kind of squints her eyes at you for a second. You must understand there is no way to escape. You cannot run. You cannot hide. Just give in to the inevitability of it.
What happens to me if I do?
I will consume your evil soul and it will feed me. And what power I have sensed from you, little one. She moves with feminine grace, her steps kind of crossing over each other. Her body, this tight dress around her.
Take a step back. My soul's not for eating.
Pardon?
My soul's not for eating.
Oh, but it is. I can taste it from here. As she flicks her tongue out. She kind of twists her head to the side for a second. Something has changed. What? And focuses her eyes intently on you, boring into your skull.
Stare back.
What is new? What have they done to you? I sensed such power from you before, and now, barely a snivel. You're not worth my time.
Couldn't agree more.
What happened to the power within you, child? There was such evil.
Yeah, that's not me.
Where is it?
If I knew, I still wouldn't tell you.
Oh, you tell me. I can kill you anyway. Now you are just not worth the hunt. The time it would take to torture your soul so I can absorb it.
Guess that means it's goodbye then.
For you, perhaps.
Perhaps not.
Tell me what you know, we'll make a deal.
What about the evil?
Yes.
What's the deal? What's your side of the deal, if I tell you?
Do you want power?
Oh my god.
I want to be left alone.
Then that is the deal. I will leave you alone. Me and my children will. I give you my word.
Not just for tonight, not just for this week.
No.
For good.
You will find what power you had.
All I know is that it came to me when I was here before.
It was not from us.
I never saw it, I only heard it. It offered me a similar
Her
deal.
long black hair shimmering in the moonlight as you can hear the click-clack of the windmill still turning behind her as she keeps on stepping in closer and closer.
Stand my ground.
Yeah.
A deal's a deal.
So what are you offering me?
You asked me what I knew, that is what I know. You want me to find it? Again?
Yes.
I can't do that.
Why?
If I'm exhausted. Can't do that if you don't let me sleep.
Then rest, child of night. Regain your strength. I will give you until the full moon to find this power.
How long is that?
You got any kind of knowledge nature that would help?
Crocodile just look at the sky.
Yeah, in a dream you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. Also, I think the seasons here are a little bit messed up.
8 on nature.
Maybe a week, maybe more, maybe less. somewhere in the region of that.
Okay.
So a day.
So you're going to kill me then?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
I will try your best, as your life depends on it.
Goodbye. Please let me sleep now.
Sweet.
Turn the vibrate.
Sweet dreams. As she sort of sidesteps into you with blinding speed. And a hand goes behind your neck. As a reptilian-like lizard tongue licks out and kind of hits you on the cheek. The full moon. And in your dream, she snaps. You hear a click as the hand behind your neck.
Nice.
You awaken.
8 hours later.
8 hours
Oh
later.
boy!
Yes! It was worth it.
So you lose 1 level of exhaustion.
I'm only 1 level exhausted now.
Is that everything all back to
How much health do we regain
back to
from 8
tip-top.
hours?
for a long rest? Is it?
Don't you regain it all in a long rest?
Yeah, we'll say you were all pretty low, but you've had the warmth. Yeah, everyone back onto full. I'm not a total arsehole.
Tipped up. And then spell slots as
All
well
my
go
spells
back.
are back, but
Pardon?
only...
Spell slots as well.
Yep.
come back
Yeah,
as well.
Hesia, you're still missing yours.
Yeah, I know.
Is there an extra rubber? Or do I need to wait my turn?
That's the thing about rubbers, they bounce.
Oh boy, I can do things again.
So it's about 10 in the morning.
What was I on? 35, yeah.
The dome has held through the night.
With the max as a separate.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, I set it up so that the room would slowly get brighter just before the 8 hours.
It's like one of those like natural alarm clocks.
Yeah. Wakes up to a nice little light.
Why are you smiling so much?
I
Sorry.
slept.
Oh.
Right.
Yes, it seems that removing the curse and the protection
On that
on the
note,
ground.
Hesia, your neck hurts like hell. You slept at a funny angle, and then when you touch your cheek, there's a cut on it.
Red. When's the full moon? Well, the kind of person
You'll
know
be able
about
to
this.
tell about it's
Yeah.
8 days.
She shows you the image of the sun cycling 8 times.
How many days was that?
8. So I something I should probably tell you.
What's wrong?
The curse that you removed. You removed something out. You didn't remove the hags. You removed something else. Something that happened back at the windmill.
The curse they put on you?
Not them. Something else. Long story short, there was a voice in my head for a while. It wasn't a good voice. But it's gone now. You got rid of it. But I need to find out what it was in 8 days, or else the hags are going to come back for me in 8 days if I haven't worked out what that thing was.
Can I see the cut on her face?
Or
Okay, cheers.
I'd be like, also they did this.
Yep, you can do
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Very thin, looks kind of like a paper cut.
So whatever. So why didn't they kill you now then, or why didn't they eat your soul? Because that's what night hags do.
They didn't really want my soul. They wanted this other thing that I was cursed with.
Because you're no longer evil.
Which was making me evil. I'm no longer evil. I was never really evil. That's my story. What's for breakfast?
Eric kind of tilts his head to the side and stares at her.
Yeah, Red huffs at the I was never really evil.
Was that thing controlling you then?
Interesting question. That is an interesting question. That's what I'm going to answer that one with.
Huh.
Hags still problem then.
But an 8-day problem when wine is a day problem.
So if you don't find that out, then in a week we go and kill the hags.
Also, I was wrong about who
We could
this
just go and burn down the windmill.
this raven is. I kind of pointed at the white one.
Ugh.
No, it's actually Ida. She's part of Sergei.
Oh. Oh, yes.
I don't know why he's given me a
So,
part of himself.
okay.
I did have a vision of him. He did say that he would help guide us to something that may help us against Strahd.
What?
Relics from his days as a holy man.
He said the same thing to me, but it was actually a sword that was broken.
Ha!
Red pats herself down and pulls out the tarot card.
Ah, yes.
Amber Giants.
Is where the sword is.
Whatever curse I was under did not like that Amber temple. I had an incredibly strong pull against it when we talked about going there before.
Where is temple?
There was something that looked temple-y on. I think it's that.
South.
Yeah.
Is it via Wizard's Wine? It is.
It
isn't
is.
it?
Yes.
Well, Wizard's Wine is right.
Wizard's
Yeah.
Wine. So we
on the
can
way.
solve Wizard's Wine, then go down to where we think that giant is.
How far is
Wizard's Wine is
Wizard's Wine.
half a day from here.
Kresk.
Half a day from here.
Wizard's Wine.
temple?
But we need to go to Wizard's Wine.
It's
Because
about
we need to
halfway.
keep the allies we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've lost one of our main ones.
Not another city, is it?
It should just be a house or 2 houses.
Yeah, if we
Good.
can help Kresk and we can help the survivors of Valican, probably for the best. Shall we do that then?
Yeah.
Make our priority?
Yes.
So,
We need
and
to
you
burn
have
down
it,
the windmill
and it's
within
8 days until the full moon.
8 days until we burn down the windmill. Or
Fine.
or find out what that thing was that was totally possessing me without any of my ability to make a decision or a deal or anything like that. I was totally involuntary. Yeah.
Is that what you tried to put
I want to call bullshit on that.
Yeah. Give me a bluff.
I think I failed it.
Yeah, Red's just be looking at her like,
I mean,
deception?
I don't even know which one.
Maybe deception.
Oh, deception. 12.
And it's either, is it sense motive?
Insight, isn't it?
Insight.
insight.
Like, Jesus.
12.
Ooh.
Oh. That's the
12
same.
again.
Everyone rolled 12.
Wow.
You're not sure. You're not sure if you did or didn't.
That makes sense. Is that why you were trying to stop me from moving your curse? Or was it controlling you in
It was
some way?
controlling me, yes. That's exactly what it was doing.
Oh. It was a good thing we managed to remove it from you then.
It's amazing how gullible you all are. I'm the worst liar.
I believe it.
Red's not sure.
That's what happens when people get curses. I should know.
Wait, no, did you say that out loud? It's amazing how gullible people are.
I think that would kind of defeat the role.
Red just sits down and is just like chewing on a mushroom.
I just grab out.
Really, really suspicious.
Well, I'm glad we managed to remove that thing. Do you know anything about it? Any hints?
I just pop in a good berry.
Oh, so we were in the windmill, and
We haven't
they
eaten in a while.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Rubber.
Attack
Can I have a
me.
rubber, please?
and then the world went dark,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was this voice.
And then my
And then you
powerful
woke me
healing
up.
spell.
Can we talk and walk?
Huh.
Because we've got to get to whether with
Yes.
ones in half
Let's
a day.
let us prepare and move out, and you can tell us the rest of what you know.
So a walk and talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you
munching
start
on
making your way
supplies.
out.
Oh, I don't need to use a ration, so I've got a spare ration because I just had a good berry. So who wants a ration?
I have a ration.
Starts to get a bit lightning stormy above your heads.
I go 15 foot in front of them rather rapidly.
You all know how I react when I see lightning storms. I do absolutely
Let me
nothing.
just get my sword.
I could do something to help, but no.
Lightning has killed you twice already.
Yeah.
Right,
Third time's the charm.
as you start making your way back
Eventually
to...
become immune, right?
Yeah, that's how it works. It's like allergies. Happens enough times.
Yeah, we've been struck by lightning once. It doesn't strike the same place twice, right?
Yeah, but we've been struck by lightning twice in different places.
But
True.
there's that American park ranger who's been hit 15 times or something ridiculous.
He should be dead.
It's because of the metal hat he wears.
You start making your way
His
back.
wife got hit once and it killed her. That's the most ironic part of that story.
It's horrible.
It is, but it's also quite funny.
Adam's going to kill us if we don't let him carry on.
He got distracted by lightning stories.
You start making your way east along the road. Again, the woodland here is deadly quiet. Unnaturally so. There's no birds, there's no rustle of anything. It's unnerving, to say the least. The mist here seems thicker as it swirls in bizarre shapes around you, casting weird shadows as the slight breeze does go through these old woodlands. Most of the trees here without leaves on them, but some of them do have some with their gnarled, twisted branches coming at bizarre angles, a lot of them looking like hands and fingers. The silence is broken by the rustle of water over rocks. Slow, but it is welcome. As you walk, are you walking in silence? Are you talking amongst yourselves? Just so I'm
Kind of, we were
Chatting
chatting about
Yeah.
like her curse and stuff. I'm trying to work out how this raven is, like if it obeys me or not.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You make your way
Downtown.
and get to this small bridge, going more south now. You cross the river. The path then kind of comes back and goes back on itself. What are people doing as you're walking? Are people map making? Are people
Keeping watch as
keeping
always.
watch?
Yeah.
What map making as always.
Yeah.
Don't want to get lost.
Keeping watch as
keeping
always.
an eye.
Foraging.
Foraging.
As
Give me a D20. See how you're foraging. Survival.
Do it.
6, so not great.
Nah, yeah.
1 mushroom.
I mean, I'm not very foraging.
I'm helping.
Wait, is Gabriel watching?
I'll watch, of course. I'm
Okay,
always
no, if
watching.
Gabriel's watching, I'm going to forage as well.
I have 2 ravens now.
I was specifically looking for
that would be a
opalescent
21.
feldspar, so...
Yeah, just as you're,
forest.
you're walking along,
All I need is an eye patch.
But it doesn't look like up near the river people are coming out and going to like mushroom spots or anything like that, or really coming out of the town at all. A forest this close to a small village or a town, you would expect all of the berries and all the mushrooms to be gone. But that is not the case. And you find enough for your supply of rations for the day, just as you're walking without too much hassle.
Do you think bats live in this forest?
Bat.
That's
As you continue down,
Maybe towards the hills.
you walk across this
Anyone back?
bridge, which looks like it's seen better days. You can see that in the past, heavy wagons have been drawn across it, but
We've crossed this bridge before, haven't we?
you have indeed.
Yeah.
But it would look as if wagons have not been drawn across this for a while. As you do cross, the white raven on your shoulder perks to life. His head, as he flaps his wings and takes off from your shoulder, and it starts to circle up, eyes piercing, looking down at the ground.
I'll let it do its thing. Which way is it kind of heading? Is it following us?
So the path where you believe leads to the Wizard of Wines comes round to like a hard right going southwest. And the natural path is then going round to the east, but he's kind of going not off the path but straight south into the woodlands.
Okay.
I think that is worth investigating if we trust
Is it
Sergei.
closer to us? Is it closest to us now, or is it closer to Wizard's Wine, where we think he's heading?
Where did it say we'd do it himself?
So we're at the bridge. It's gone south.
it could be there, it could be
I
there.
refuse to pledge dice.
So has it gone directly into the woods?
Map's odd. We don't quite understand.
So is we've started going along the path towards the Wizard's Wine, and he's gone off.
He's kind of gone off straight south.
But it's not along a path. It's
No,
just
he's kind of going over the woodlands a bit.
Okay.
Still south in direction.
We
of the Wizard's
will
Wines.
wait until we start circling, because that's what
Yep.
ravens do
Yeah.
when they find
Surely
something.
enough, within about a couple of minutes, he begins to circle and gives a little squawk and then looks straight down into what just looks like any other part of the woods. It's quite dense. It's all
How far away?
from the path.
How far away is the raven from me?
200 foot. Not a huge distance.
I will send Eric up,
Yep.
and I will look through Eric's eyes
Yep.
to see if he can spot what the other raven's looking at.
Yeah.
Nutella.
From if you were not in the air,
I don't know
it
what
would
that
be nearly impossible to see. You'd have no idea it's there. But you can see a small cave going into the ground.
That cave.
That cave.
There's a cave.
Let's go in and
Apparently,
find
there's
some
a cave there. We could come back to that soon, or we can head there now. But Wizard's Wine, we have people waiting on it.
I mean, I can set things on fire without the bat.
If this is something that can help us,
I have other means and ways of setting things on
then
fire.
perhaps
And that's the reason you want
Wizard's
to.
Wine.
perhaps getting the power that is in this cave would be useful for.
The cave isn't moving. Wizard's Wine, they need
Wizard's
the
Wine.
wine sooner than later. We can always come back to here.
Are you suggesting the Wizards of Wine?
You think Wizards of Wine is safe?
Don't mind me.
It is literally a wizard who wanders around making wine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait a second.
Toilet wine.
Let me just change my story.
Is that a new like monstrous creature? A wizard wine.
You know,
He's a
Literally,
whining
yeah.
wizard. He just whines all the time.
The wizard of wine.
well, it's a part. We are a party.
Yeah, considering how poorly we've been doing in most of our confrontations, I'd
Let's-
say
Should we stick
getting-
to our one
strengthening
plan?
ourselves might be a good idea, but I vote we go for the cave. Shall we vote on this?
Yeah, fine.
I vote we go for the cave to strengthen ourselves with
Caves.
whatever we can get.
The cave might have bats in it.
Wine.
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 Don't.
Okay,
I'm going to the
we
wines.
go to the wines then.
When I
I
can't set things
call
on
them
fire
both
to my
back.
full ability,
Yeah.
you will
Yeah.
regret this decision.
He circles one last time and then comes back to
I
your
mark
shoulder.
it on the map.
Yeah, I'm going to make notes of this because I've been keeping track.
Mackin.
So the track begins to change, becomes more rugged. You can see heavy carts have definitely come down here in the past.
I'm not liking all this past malarkey.
The woods move in on you, becoming denser, thicker.
Throw wine in here.
You can see, sort of to the south,
They're wizards.
to the south and east, a large mountain with a white top to it. 2 large hills and a path going across them. But that is not your goal. That is not where you're going. As you continue down this path, as the trail becomes muddier and muddier, as it meanders through the wood, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west, and the other leads south. There's a signpost pointing to the west, which says vineyard.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay.
I suggest we keep our guard up.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Dancer's in chat, everybody.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. A light drizzle begins to fall. You can see unpainted fences along the side of this trail. And behind it you can see a sprawling vineyard going south from this location. A stately building can be seen in the distance, currently engulfed in the fog at the moment as it swirls around them, making these unnatural shapes. The vineyard itself, you can see, is completely man-made. Planted in rows upon rows upon rows of vines here, all held up and onto sticks and then tied up. Here and there you can see rope-handled half-barrels, which you would assume for hauling grapes. To the north, though, you can see a group of trees. Can everyone give me a perception, please?
Yes. I failed it. I was going to say that straight away.
Same.
12 again?
21.
Yeah.
What's me with 12s?
7.
10.
21.
3.
God.
Perception is not good for us. We are the team perception fail.
What do we need to improve in order to be better at perception?
Wisdom. I was never very good at that.
I'm very lucky I've got Eric because he pluses 3 to mine. So
You can see a hooded man standing on the edge of the trees to the north. He sees that you've noticed him. He eyeballs both of your ravens and then drops his head, the hood high above him.
I head over slowly and making sure that it isn't a trap.
It's a trap.
Always a trap.
It's true.
Always a trap.
All of you going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's stick together.
So,
On guard.
just to set the scene again, to the south you've got this big meadow full of the vineyards. You can see the big house in the mist swirling around it. You can't see the house very clearly. To the north you've got a couple of patches of trees, one patch of trees separated from like the main forest, and that is where this gentleman is.
I'll head towards that gentleman.
Red's going to flank slightly.
This seems in no way like a trap.
Are the vineyards, like, can we see them all right from here, or we just know that there is a vineyard?
Give me another perception,
Wizards.
please, everybody.
15.
12 again!
Fucking
18.
I've improved.
23.
It was, right, this dice, man. Is it just 12
I
again?
rolled a 17 and a
What is
19
with
in
it?
perception. So 23 for me.
You can see this gent. He stands hunched over slightly with this heavy cloak drawn around him. You can see he's got a staff or walking stick in one hand, but the hood up in kind of like a wax material around him. But you can see there's other people deeper in the woods hiding. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 other people, some of them looking quite small.
What, like child size?
Yeah.
The vineyard itself is like we can see it, like the grapes and stuff. Is it, does it growing grapes, or is it just kind of
You
dead?
didn't get close enough into them, really.
Am I in distance to talk to him?
Yeah, how close do you want to get?
Well, to be fair, I've just seen some more people in the woods, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of stopping
About
as
30
soon as I've been. You beckon me over, let alone you have people hidden in the woods.
I see your eyes are sharp. All of them.
I can only see through one set though.
Very well. He kind of looks to the side and starts to make his way out towards you.
And you are?
Davian. Davian Martikov.
I love the names of Barovia.
All of you would be aware you have met another Martikov.
That is Ivan. Is it not? No. Who's the other Martikov?
I remember him very well.
I don't remember.
Is it a bar owner?
And you did like him. He was
I know,
nice.
he was nice.
did. He was
Hang on a minute.
Which guy?
When he says it's
Owen. No.
It was
Owen,
Really? Yeah.
are you related to Owen?
Unfortunately.
Oh, we liked Owen.
Well, Owen is the one that sent us here to see if the wines are okay. He didn't tell me that his family won the winery.
Of course he didn't. Come.
Kind of looks around.
It's not safe.
Okay. Where are we heading to?
He kind
I'm
of
guessing
beckons
your
you over to
family.
the little cropped of trees.
Yeah.
This gentle kind of misty rain is still falling around you. You can see as you're closer to him now, he's got quite an ornate walking stick with various forms of ravens carved into it. Of course.
Of course.
Branding.
They're all were-ravens.
You saying that?
I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, I am. You're a flock of were-ravens. It is a flock for ravens, isn't it?
Murder.
A murder. You're a murder of ravens,
it's
aren't you?
No,
Is it a murder?
it's an unkindness.
An unkindness of.
Murder of crows.
A murder of crows, that was it.
Yeah.
It's an unkindness of ravens.
Nice skills.
You Googling.
I'm gonna search flock of ravens.
Depends how smart this guy is. He might be like, what?
It's definitely an unkindness.
How dare you call me unkind?
He looks grim.
Conspiracy or unkindness? I'm gonna say the conspiracy of ravens.
It fits. It's apt.
Kitty is right.
Yeah, unkindness or
It's a parliament of
geese.
gorillas, is that what I'm saying?
Anyway, sorry, let's get back in track. As you say that, he spits onto the floor.
Owen. That boy.
Boy.
What else did he tell you?
He just told us that the wines shipments haven't been covered and he was worried about the winery. I trust him. That's why I'm here.
Then you're an idiot.
Well, I mean,
I
I
enjoy the
smirk.
style of this person.
Be like, well, do you need some help?
Another man who looks freakishly similar to Owen. You can see him tall, stockier, broader in the shoulder, but similar features, similar beard, more silver than black in his, though beard slightly longer. And he's carrying a small child under his cloak, wrapped in warm. Father, this is no time to be angry at him. The older man kind of looks over.
It is always the time to be angry at that little shit. What else did he tell you?
He didn't tell us as much as more we figured out.
Showed.
Showed.
Right.
It's a very healthy bird.
Here's the problem. Some druids have decided they wanted the vineyard. We were able to hold them back for a while, but there was too many.
Huh.
How many?
Many.
How?
So
Many.
They got an army of little twig men with them.
Helpful.
Yeah, boy.
Twig
Dozen?
men.
I'm going to write it
It's
down as
fine.
twiglets.
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 Are we like
Are we talking dozens of them?
red?
or
Red
hundreds of
indicates sort of the size of the twig things.
Surely she should start at her own height and go
about
up.
your size. About your size.
I set things on fire for fun. I'm not scared of twiglets.
And they've stopped you from producing the wine.
For a while, they were an inconvenience. But
Why do they want?
because just wanted to stop the happiness the wine brings, I guess. These are not natural druids. The land has corrupted them somehow, changed them.
Land's not right here.
No, definitely not.
Are they in the house?
They're in the house. They're around the house as well.
That makes things quick.
Eric?
Eric.
I've got my family to safety.
Fireball the house.
I can't fireball the house
don't
because we
burn
couldn't go
that
to the
house
cave
down.
to get the back key.
Any of you handy in a fight?
I turn around and look at Constance.
What's
So
the
we're
now
here-
on fire?
We're decent. We've survived this far coming through Barovia. We came from Barovia, its village itself, all the way here.
I'm actually giving it a
one
different
piece.
name.
Barovia
Well-
of Barovia.
Yeah.
Look, your, I'm guessing, son has sent us. So we're here to do a job. I guess if that means helping you clear
Burn
out
some
your
twiglets.
vineyard and winery, and so be it. But then we do need you to send wine urgently to Cask and to Verlaki.
It'll take us some time to resupply our stocks. A couple of days, they took the house. They'd stopped us getting any deliveries out.
But you have some sat there waiting to be delivered.
There is some available.
Let's go assault the house.
We can do it.
Yeah. Shall we try a piece first?
No.
Yeah.
Straight into it.
Jackal, could you possibly dome this family?
Dome the family.
Yes, I could.
Because it's raining and he's hiding a small
Dome
child
the
underneath
family.
his arm.
This is a
Okay.
technical term now.
How many of them are there? About?
Of these.
Yeah.
So, coming out of the forest now.
Every time. Flip it onto something.
Oh yeah, the clip's
Just leave
broken.
it on the ground. It's fine.
I thought I had. That's what got surprised me.
Oh no.
It's like super.
This is my oldest. My blood, Adrian.
The one you spoke to earlier who came forward nods, and you see he's got a small child underneath his cloaks. Elvir, come out. Another man, younger than Erwin, steps out, his beard shorter, mainly black. Stephanie and her husband Dag. And between us, we have 5 children.
So,
Not less than 10.
less than 10.
I think that is 10, isn't it? Him, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 10.
5
What was the
adults, 5
second?
kids.
What was the second son called?
Elvia?
Elvia.
Elvir. So my
Elvir.
youngest son.
I can create a safe space for you to stay out of the rain.
As important as this wine is, I can't risk my whole family. You must understand this.
Your family doesn't need to come with us.
Oh, it disappears if I leave the area, so I can't leave it.
Oh.
Okay, never mind then.
I'll
I never
take
said
it
that.
Would you like somewhere to be dry? Well,
Oh,
So cool, you stay here. We'll go that way.
okay.
Nope.
Bye.
it looks quite
I'll
dirty,
stay
that house.
here. I'll pop out and cast healing on you from a distance and then pop back in.
Like
Right.
tap us out.
Yeah.
We should cancel all that then.
Is there anything we should know about
These druids.
what they do?
What have they been doing since they took over this place?
They seem to have one druid who was stronger leading them. It's not all of our troubles here, though. It's just the druids.
What have they been doing since they took over the place?
Not really been able to see.
Have they hurt or killed anyone?
What they can catch.
Where are the wizards?
The wizards.
Are you all wizards?
Shall we? Why not?
I always thought wizards will be hats.
Right. Fucking hell.
Any advice on how to take these druids down?
I mean,
You've
we're
fought them
ravens
before.
Of wine. That also illustrates.
We could have dealt with the wizards, the druids, if it was just the druids. But we've got the attention of a witch as well.
Oh. Witches are horrible, aren't they?
And what does the witch want?
Your evil, evil souls. Seems to be what they like.
That's hags.
She was creating creatures and sending them in to kill us.
Why?
Doesn't matter. For now, it's important we just retake.
Don't like.
They might be able to curse the wine, destroy it. Our
Can I-
strongest and best crops have failed.
I feel like it kind of
Can
does
I
matter why the witch was
read
doing
him
that.
and just like kind of see?
Yeah. What would you roll
16?
for that insight?
Yeah. 16? Try and...
He's definitely hiding
Read it.
something.
What was his name again?
Davian.
Davian Matikov.
I'm going to use persuasion.
You're going to...
Persuade him.
Okay, what are you saying to him?
Persuade.
Persuade. I'm going to persuade him. I'm going to throw in some Benjamins. No, what's his name again? Davian.
Whose phone is that? 'Cause
That's
I'm gonna
mine.
smash
I'm
it.
so sorry. Like it won't.
Turn
The,
off the
the
vibrate.
vibrate won't turn off.
Well,
Just
turn it
mute
off.
it and vibrate.
I've muted it, and it only vibrates on like one or two things though. It's really weird.
That is odd.
Just don't
Davian.
watch yourself on your phone while
I
you're
wasn't. I was
streaming.
listening to the chat.
I like to see my beard.
See the best angles.
If you don't give us all the information that you know,
You're going to try to
no, I mean persuading him. This is persuasion.
Okay, hit me with the persuasion.
For your family's sake, to get you back in the house, so then we don't damage or destroy anything. We need to know as much information as possible about your vineyard.
Okay, give me your persuasion. Don't know if you can see my dice from there.
No.
No. Too far. Your dice count. Ooh.
And that would be a 15 from me.
A
15. Yeah, plus 6 in persuasion.
Yeah.
I'm a charismatic fool.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
all about the charisma. My intimidate's really loud as well.
Right. He kind of looks over to Adrian.
I like he's called Adrian.
We used some magic to keep the land pure. to keep the taint at bay, so that it wouldn't come forward. 3 of them in total. About this big. You'll know them if you see them.
And that's what the witches want.
Maybe.
All right.
Is the land still safe and protected?
Well, since Erwin's told you so fucking much. Have you had any of our famous Chateau Stomp?
Was that the one
We
that
had
Irina
something.
had?
Irina had.
Yes.
I'll put it in my
It was
pocket.
indeed. You guys haven't had it.
Okay, we've not.
I did.
It was lovely. It
I
was
was a
really
dog.
good. Yes. You drank it, didn't you?
I drank it as a dog and then knocked it over.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good.
I have not had the pleasure, I'm afraid. I
Ready?
believe our companion has.
We can no longer
Yes.
make that wine.
Why not?
It's lost to us.
So one of the things has
Yes.
been lost.
There's
Oh,
only 2 left.
so they're taking the items. Okay. Fine.
But first of all, do not worry about that. We just need to get the house back.
House back.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
And I guess clear the vineyards out.
Would help.
If we drive
With as little damage as possible.
Why you look at me?
I always look at you because it's normally don't break stuff. As you break stuff, followed by constants out of both all people.
It's because we're perception buddies.
Down the stairs.
Druids will
Are there any
have
stairs in this house? Or
lots
is
of
it one-
magic
What should
and animals. More things to worry about.
I'll use Eric to fly out and have a look about.
In the house? Yeah. They are out looking for ravens.
That's true.
So
This is true.
be careful.
Good luck to them.
Use the white ones.
No, I use Eric because then I can see through his eyes.
And Eric's died a few times already, it's fine.
Eric,
Try one more time.
you have not known how much this bird has gone through.
You think I'm traumatized? You should talk to Eric.
Red probably could.
Right.
Right.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll tell them to.
Actually, no, I can't. There can't be anything flying yet. I'm not high enough skills.
Right, we
Okay.
start
Got me
heading
level 8, I think, to do flying.
That'd be cool.
heading out.
How are you heading to it? Down the main path?
No, I was going to send Eric up and you look through Eric's eyes and see if we can see anything. So we can see if there's any way into the house.
So you're looking at the house?
In
Yeah.
small little
Okay.
crawl spaces.
Any?
Can I also ask if there's any back doors to the house or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Why do we always go in through the front door?
Well, no, I'm just having a look to see if there's any like
Why don't we
trails
ask
that we can
these
take.
people who live there what the best route is?
Is their house?
Do you
Is there
have
any
a
back
cellar
doors?
that comes out here?
Yeah.
Actually, do they have a cellar that comes out here?
Yeah. Do you have any?
How do
back
they get to
doors?
this safe spot?
Yeah.
Is it through a
From-
cave?
Looking at the house from here, you would be approaching it from the north. You can see it's quite a long building like this. 2 stories. There's a small outhouse with a well there. You can see 1, 2, 3, multiple rooms upstairs at the front of the house. Smaller rooms on the 2nd floor. On the ground floor, you can see pretty much in the middle of the main length of the house, a small set of stairs and a way in. You can see a cart sat in an open area, which has then got a roof on it, like a car porch basically, and ways up and around the side of that. and it looks like there's a crane built into. You can see something hanging down above the cart, and it currently has 3 barrels in the back of it, preloaded. On the side of that, you can see another entrance in what is just a single-story building. And as you swoop around the back of it, you can see 2 circular staircases on the back of the building, away in the side, which would be the west of that building, and away in the south on the back of the building.
The closest building to us is the bigger house, correct?
It's all kind of like one long building.
Right.
I'll ask if there's any side entrances before they go away.
There is. Go in through the main entrance, I guess, if it's not locked. There's a side door, which I know for sure is open, where we load the carts. You can enter the house through there.
I can deal with locked doors. That's not a problem.
Yeah. The side door seems like a problem.
The stables, separate from the house, with no real way in. And he kind of points next to where the cart is. There's a way in the back. And I'll take you into where we make the wine.
Is that connected to the house as well?
Cellar?
It is indeed. There is a cellar in there as well. You can enter that through the back of the rear of the house.
And the cellar will lead us into the kitchen, I'm going.
Via the cellar, you'll be able to get to the circular staircases on either corner at the back of the house.
Cellar.
Okay. Let's make our way around approach from the back now.
What sort of positioning are you walking in? Is everyone on the
Crouched.
Stealth. Go around the.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Through the trees, round to this direction we want to approach from.
Like, you're going to be like kind of hunched.
Yeah, I'm also going to be at disadvantage because I'm wearing chain.
Can everyone give me a stealth check, please?
Is this
16.
Am I
That'll be a
disadvantaged?
3.
I was going to say, is this a disadvantage one because of the
13.
exhaustion level?
No, sure. What is your...
5.
Yeah.
Because it's anything that's like physical. I guess stealth would count.
What are you on?
So I missed that one.
5.
Is stealth one of the ones that's affected by level 1 exhaustion? Like the physical stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's disadvantage. Well, I can't get much than that.
Is that 1?
No.
There you go.
you
got
can get 1. 6.
You got better than me.
And
I
that's
got
with a
5.
plus 4.
Okay, everyone give me your rolls, please.
I got
Another
13.
What you got?
16.
5.
16.
I'm a grandmother.
I had disadvantage, and I've also got a minus to it.
Oh,
Great.
right.
So do one, all of you.
Well,
I mean, I
we
have.
try to be
Look,
stealthy.
You were all dead, and I stopped you all being dead. so
You didn't
can
stop me
all
from being dead.
do one.
I have
I
plus 4
stopped
to
myself
stealth
from
and I
being
got
dead.
6.
As you start to sneak and creep towards this building, looking at it with the mist swirling in unnatural shapes around it, spiraling into the cloud. To say that you've broken the silence wouldn't quite cover it.
Clang.
There's clanging, swords being drawn, the sound of shields hitting metal. Last little prayers said quietly in one's head as you start to make your way around.
Or it just sort of looks back like,
Can everyone give me initiative, please?
oh, Lordy!
Oh.
Oh,
16!
that's not good.
27, I critted.
Wow.
4.
17.
6.
So
I rolled a good
it
number.
says with my familiar, I have to roll a initiative for them. Do you want me to roll initiative for them, or just use up mine?
So what did we get?
6.
17.
27. I rolled a crit. Plus 7 for being alert.
And then it was Hessia, was it?
17.
Then Red.
What did you get?
What did you get to call?
6.
I'll just have a donut while I wait for my turn, which will be at least 3 hours.
You continue making your way round and towards it.
Oh boy, it's time to set things on fire.
Oh no.
For a second,
yes.
Not that. We need that wine.
as you're focusing, you hear the click and clack of twigs hitting off each other. And for a moment, you don't think anything of it, until you realise there's no woodlands here. So you see, standing up, invisible to see, impossible to see, just looking like bushes and trees. What was completely motionless, now standing up. Twisted vines, trees, roots, standing not huge, maybe 4 foot, some maybe 4.5
That's
foot,
bigger than me.
as they push themselves up and start to make their way towards you from all directions. As you take a second to look around at what is coming, you see these twig blights, these small little plant, human-esque, or mimics of humans. Some of their branches looking like heads. None of them really seem to have eyes, per se, but they almost look like little twig dolls.
Oh boy.
It's like Fantasia.
At first you see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Oh.
No.
maybe 40 of them coming
No.
from a variety of different directions, making their way towards
Cone
you.
of fire.
No.
I'm in up.
Are they fast?
No, they don't seem to be coming towards you terribly quickly at the moment.
I'm ready.
From doing a quick, everyone give me a perception, and I'll tell you what you can see.
Probably get 1.
Fucking hell.
12 again!
12.
7.
Double figures
21.
time.
I'm rolling like a
8.
boss today. 21.
Using your
all the good
ravens, you can see they're kind of split to 6 groups, where they were left, making it so no matter which direction you came from towards the house, that they would intercept you, or one of the groups would. From here, or looking through some eyes, you'd be able to tell quite quickly. You'd have to destroy one of the groups, definitely one, before you could get to the house.
Okay. We need to destroy that one right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
That group, right there.
Initiative, Gabriel, you're first, sir.
I will.
100 plus.
I will do bonus action.
Yeah.
And I will hex one of. How many feet away are they actually?
At the moment, you're about 50 foot away.
Oh, that's right then. Yeah, I will. Bonus action. I will summon my spiritual weapon. So, how far? It's 50 foot, so I'm going to put the scythe right next to one.
Yep.
I'm also going to command Eric to help, so then I get advantage. That's just my bonus action. So, 19.
That's a hit.
And it does 1d8 plus my spell modifier, 1d8. So it does 7 plus 6, so...
What is your
13.
spiritual weapon?
My spiritual weapon is a scythe.
As you summon
Oh,
this
yeah.
scythe in the air, out of the mist, kind of comes together
It's
to
harvest
create this
time.
physical scythe as it swings round and chops one of the twig blights in half without a sound, just the crack of wood.
This is like Baby Valorn.
Then I'm going to use, for my normal action, I'm going to send 2 shots at 2 different from Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
So first one is a 15-21.
Yes, a hit.
That does 1d10. 8 force damage.
Yeah.
And then the second beam on another one, on another creature. 7 plus 6, 13.
Yeah.
And
As
that
these
does 5 points of damage. Or force damage.
How much?
5 points of force damage.
As you spin, these 2 eldritch blasts of energy comes gliding out of your hand and smashes into 2 of the creatures. Twigs explode everywhere. One of them goes flying. One of them falls to the floor down. Hessia!
It's about 50 foot away, did you say? Okay,
So there's currently in the group 50 foot away. There's currently 3 left that you can see.
I would like to firebolt
Yeah.
whichever one's closest.
Give me a roll to hit.
Does that include spell attack bonus?
Yes.
13.
That's a miss.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a hit. It's a hit. It's a hit.
Because mine was 13.
Yeah. 13 is a hit. Sorry.
Wild magic roll. Not a 1.
Give me some damage.
2d10. 16.
It seems super effective.
Also, I'm now on fire.
Bingo.
Just walk in there. Just walk.
Please do not walk inside that house.
As you invoke this spell, and fire jets from your hand, streams across the mist, being burnt away as it slides through it, hitting into the creature and just leaving charred remains. There's 2 little, what would have been sort of tree stump feet are what is left as fire burns around you in the air, lighting it up.
That's a cantrip. I love it.
Red.
Hi. I'm going to use all my cantrips, produce flame, and fling it at whichever one's closest. I need to get a bit closer, so I'm going to do a movement to get a bit closer within 30 foot of them. That's a 5.
First, like your dex, maybe?
6, 7.
As you
No,
produce...
it's a spell, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
No, it's a ranged touch attack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
It's a range that...
It's
Yeah.
throwing the fire. Yeah.
You produce this flame in your hand and fling it forward. And as it does, it collides. Roll a d20. Low is bad.
15.
You're okay. Hits some of the vines in front of one of the creatures and explodes on that. But you don't. It singes the grapes, but it doesn't seem to set fire to the plants.
Okay. Let's be careful.
Oh, I didn't realise we were that close to them.
They're in the vineyard itself.
Oh, right.
So to get
I
to
thought
the...
we were
Sorry.
just going around the house.
It's covered. To get towards it, the vineyard comes a long way out in all directions now. Sorry, I didn't explain that very well.
Okay. Cool.
Without a sound. It sounds not like a scream, not a cry, but like a breeze going through some trees as you hear twigs click together and clack together. Let me just... 26 little wooden, from a variety of different directions, start to close the distancing on you.
How far are they now?
The closest group, where there's only 2 left, are within about 10 foot. The next, there are 3 groups which are now within 20 foot, and there are 2 groups which are at 40 foot.
Wow.
So they're all kind of just coming in from a variety of different angles.
And they're just coming straight for us, and they're moving around 40 foot.
So if you guys are
keep
kind of
backing
here,
off.
coming through the vines, like one group's coming from here, one group's coming from here, one group's coming from here,
Yeah.
and the closest group's kind of
Surround,
here.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So forward we go.
Briar zombies.
Yeah. We're going
So,
moving forward.
yes, if you were to drive through them, from what you've seen, they move about 20 foot, or they run about 40 foot from what you've seen so far.
Right.
And Jakul, your turn, sir.
Okay. I will move. There's like a bunch of. How many are in front of us still?
2 are in
Two left.
close range.
Okay.
And Red's a little bit further forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll charge into one of them and just smash it with the mace.
Yeah, give me a roll hit, please.
11.
As you do, it doesn't seem to have eyes. It doesn't seem to be watching you, how it fights you. As you boof, boof, and as you step in the last step, then it dives to the side, and you swing wildly at where it was.
Okay. I'll keep moving past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll get an attack on you if you kind
No,
of.
okay, no.
You can kind of go to the other side of it.
Yeah.
Constance,
So I've got 2 attacks now.
you do indeed.
Does that mean I can do an action and an attack?
Yes, you can do a move and attack with both.
Cool. Okay.
I believe.
I cast Divine Sense.
There's a whole lot of very low-powered evil around you. As you take a second to breathe it all in. How to describe it? It would be like being in a kindergarten.
Low-level evil. Toddlers.
Kindergarten.
A toddler's just by nature evil then.
Yes.
Evil.
Definitely.
Right,
It's the
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
classic thing about people born evil or you get taught to be evil.
Sure.
Yeah,
So all toddlers are.
toddlers
Then you
are
get
definitely
taught to
born
be
evil.
good after you finish.
Yes.
Yeah, you get taught to be good. You're evil from day
Without a
dot.
shadow of a doubt.
I
Kick the toddler.
have just watched Jakul miss the 2 that are remaining, going running, screaming at them. So I'm going to go over and help.
I don't scream.
Yeah, give me an attack, please.
Okay, running, mumbling at them. 8 plus 6, so 14.
That's a hit.
12.
With the sword. I think sword.
Sword.
Take your pick.
5 plus 5, so 10 points of damage.
Yes, enough.
Silver sword.
And then your second attack.
Swiping it.
Do it again.
Cool.
Do I get a second attack if I've used Divine Sense? Does that count as an action?
We'll say this turn, yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'm not sure, I'll have to read up on it.
Again, 14.
Yep.
So, and again 5. So 10 points on both.
Smash.
You come in,
Show me how
cleave
it's done.
through the 2 which would have been on top of you.
Amateur.
Gabriel, you've got a clear-ish run to
Training dummies.
the building side entrance.
Okay, I'm going to move 30 foot towards the house.
Yep.
I'm going to use a...
You, from what you've seen, moving 30 foot, there will be some that will catch you.
Okay, which is the closest group that will catch me?
So you've
Is
got
there
a
2
group.
groups that can catch me or just the one?
That'd be a group. Coming in from the left.
Just the one group. Cool.
You think.
I will use a bonus action and move my weapon 20 foot.
It won't be close enough to attack, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I'm moving 20 foot towards me.
Yeah.
But then I will also use... Oh, actually, it has to be... What's the range of it? 60 foot. Cool. I will cast Shatter.
What does it do?
Shatter. At 60 foot range, a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature within 10 foot of a radius sphere centered at a point must make a Constitution saving throw. The creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save and half as much damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, and metal has disadvantage on saving throws.
Holy crap.
Non-magical objects that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
What is the DC?
The DC for it is 16.
Okay, one
Isn't that going to destroy the vineyard as well?
saved. Yeah.
Well, it's going to absolutely smash them to pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, one saved.
One saved. So this is all of them.
That's a whole group, yeah.
Cool. 3d8 worth of damage. So that's great. I rolled a 1 on my first
Brilliant.
one.
No.
Oh, sweet.
Nothing.
No, it's not an
Oh,
arm
it's
attack.
not.
It's
Only
only
an
attack
attacks.
rolls.
Oh, no,
Okay,
attack rolls
so
on
that's seven so far, and another 6. So that is 13 points of damage. So one takes half of that, being 6.
It's enough. As you invoke this shatter, how do you hit something? Do you?
I just all of a sudden, like a burst of like just squawks of ravens just erupt from a point,
Yeah.
like
You're really
echoing.
on brand there, babe.
on brand. Ravens, everything. Where's powers from the Raven Queen? So it's got to be something cool.
Yeah.
Like the laughter of crows just echoes out.
Nice. That's cool. All of them get pushed into the ground. You can hear the building, even at the range, the glass in the windows shaking with the force of that.
Right.
It breaks the silence. Hesia. So you've got a pretty clear run to sort of like the outhouse and going in that side.
That's a good way.
How close are the
Is that what your
nearest
spell slots?
things chasing us?
So the left is now pretty clear.
Yeah.
Coming sort of behind you is one big group, and sort of from the right is another big group. But if you were to double move, you don't think they'd catch you.
I'd do that.
Yeah, you're just running for the house?
Yeah.
You'll be at the house next turn.
Okay.
I'll follow her.
Yeah. It's my turn. So, they continue coming. They keep coming.
You get your turn.
Did I get my turn beforehand?
Oh,
Red.
yes, sorry,
red.
yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very confused.
Your turn, sorry.
It says red, then them, then me, then...
Yeah.
Yeah. So how close are the different groups again?
So to the right, there's one which is about 20 foot.
Okay.
But if you were to keep heading south, double move, you don't think they'll catch you. If you were to single move, they might be able to catch you. There's two which are much further out and coming round. And then there's one kind of coming behind you.
Yeah, sure. Gonna chase on after the others.
Just going to run?
Yeah.
Double run. You
Double
keep up
move.
with Hesia.
Actually, I probably won't be able to keep up.
I know you're a little bit slower than
I'm
she
about
is.
five slower than everyone
Yeah.
else.
Oh.
But you were in front. You did go forward in your
That's
last
true.
turn, so you keep running. Right. Those who are one turn away from the side entrance, could you give me a perception, please, and tell me if you get exceptionally high?
I'm not there, am I?
No.
No.
7.
15?
No.
That's quite good.
You
for me.
hear the click
exceptionally.
clack of these little twigs hitting after each other. There's no snarls, there's no growls, just little...
It's like a little army of baby Groots.
But now,
That's what I'm imagining. A ton of baby Groots.
coming in from north, east, south, and kind of southwest, are 4 groups that, unless you guys can get inside next turn, will all pretty much be upon you.
Yep. I've cleared a big chunk away, so...
Sure.
Jakul.
So they're like almost on top of me, one of the groups. Any of the groups are...
No, they would be on top of you. Yeah, they are on top of you. Yeah, they weren't able to make an attack, but they are.
If I was to try and run away, would they?
They wouldn't. Like 2 of them would. Sorry, I've not done this very well.
Can you?
That's okay.
You can disengage and then. As
Yeah,
an action,
so you
can't
can.
you?
You can use your disengage action. So your action can be step away, but then you can't double move, so you'd only move 30 foot.
Okay. But then
Or you can run, and maybe 2, maybe 3 will get attackable opportunities on you.
Okay.
And that'd be the same for you, Constance.
How many of them are around?
2 groups.
2 groups on top of them. Okay. Yeah, I'll disengage and then move.
Okay. So you take a second, bring your shield round, carefully back out of combat, and then run, leaving Constance to face 12.
No.
12 baby Groots.
It's fine. If they're only moving like 20 foot, then I move 30 foot, so I should be always ahead of them.
They can run 40 foot.
Yeah, but then they won't be able to attack me.
What are you doing, Constance?
Just so I'm clear on the now I've got 2 attacks thing, because I'm a bit dumb on it.
So I don't know if there's a full attack. So it used to be you can make a full attack action, which is...
I think you get 2 attacks. I think that's what it is.
I think
like
in this one you
Eldritch
just get
Blast.
2 attacks.
Yeah.
Right.
So even
So
if
it's
you...
1 action, 1 bonus action,
And 2 attacks.
And 2 attacks.
Fine.
Yes.
Cool.
They simplified it somewhat.
So one of the attacks you could attack and then disengage.
Disengage and then move.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. Swing at the nearest one.
Yep. Give me 2 attacks, please.
Oh, one and then disengage, right?
Yeah, 1 and disengage. That was a 2, so that was a miss
You
wildly.
wouldn't be able to move if you disengaged. So you're...
Okay.
Well, not
One
Sorry,
attack,
I don't understand
the other attack to disengage.
No, that's not how it works.
Okay.
Okay.
So your action would be attack.
Yeah.
And for using that action, you get 2 attacks.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so that's what I meant. Okay, in that
Sorry.
case, disengage. And
Disengage
then,
and run?
Yeah.
So you make it 30 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, there's this awkward, eerie silence here. Are you guys shouting out what you're doing? Or are you just doing it, I'm guessing? You're kind of
Just doing it.
Gabriel.
How far is the house from me now?
So you moved 30 foot, didn't you?
Yeah.
You could make it to the house if you double moved.
I will double move.
Yep, you'd be at the outhouse and then the side entrance.
We're aiming for the cellar, weren't we?
You'd have to keep going round to the back of the house.
I thought we came from the back of the house.
I thought we were trying to be circling and then coming in.
Yeah, so as you started circling round,
That's when it happened.
that's when it happened.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't do a very good job of explaining it.
Side door then.
Yeah, whichever entrance is closest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Closest entrance, yeah.
So you run past the outhouse, make it to the side door, and the door is open.
Yay! No frantic lock picking.
That always goes really well.
Bonus action. I will move my spiritual weapon 20 foot and then attack closest one.
Yep, give me a roll to hit, please.
That is a 16 plus 6, so
22.
22. So I'm guessing that's a hit. And then it is 1d8. That's 8 points of damage. Of force damage. 8 points of force damage. On one.
Just cuts it in half, the scythe swinging and spinning round through the mist, chopping into them. As you open the door, you can see bare hooks lining the walls of this small storage area. You can see to the south lots of sandals which have been stained red.
Squidgy.
Squidgies.
Squidgy stampies.
I don't know what they're called.
Sandals?
Maybe that could be our...
Sandals!
if you can name what the sandals actually are called that stomp wine.
Win a set of dice.
The door coming out of this lies open, and you can see it opens into a very large room where you can see large vats full of nothing from here, actually on the floor. You'll be able to see what they're full of.
It's fun.
Stampy gloop.
Glühwein.
You can't see how high the room is from here, because yours is kind of got a roof to it.
Yep.
But you can see that the roof does go up.
Okay.
You would guess to double floors, but you can't see it that much. There is a large beam in this room that can be used to block the door behind you.
Okay.
Hessia, your turn.
Well, I ran, so I'd be going inside, presumably.
Pardon?
Because I did a double move.
Yeah, you'll be able to run in and run past Gabriel.
Yeah.
Or go in and do something. No.
So you've kind of,
No,
again, you
put
run
some
in, you've got this
Fun
small,
about stomping.
Sandals on your
small
feet,
kind of
sandals on
like
your hands.
side entrance to the building. And then it opens up into a much larger room where you can see 2 large vats, some stairs leading up and 2 more vats.
I'd stick my head through the door just to see, cautiously
The next door.
into the next
As you
room.
do, the rich smell of fermenting wine fills the large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the middle, leading up in between 2 of the last casks, goes up to a 10-foot high balcony. You can see windows along the back wall on the 2nd floor. You can see on the barrels it says the Wizards of Wine burned into their side. The balcony kind of winds up and then back on itself and up again, but you can't really see much from there from this point. Underneath the sides of the balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof, thick rafters, are scores of ravens quietly gathered. They watch you with great interest.
Don't fuck with
But the balcony creaks, drawing your eyes to a wild-looking figure hunched over the westmost cask. Pouring a flask of thick syrup into it, she wears a gown made of animal skins and a headdress with a goat's horn. Her hair is long and unkempt. Suddenly, you see something skitting around the floor. It looks like a tiny creature made of twigs. It moves from its hiding place under the stairs and disappears behind the eastmost cask.
Pull my head back and just sort of like do fingers to my lips to the people who are already in there. Yeah.
You don't think the person poisoning the grapes saw you?
But there's a skittery thing about. May well have.
There. Let's do this.
Red, your turn.
I'm running into following them in.
Yeah, you'd make it comfortably in as well. It's pretty cramped in there now. When Jackal and Constance arrive, you're not all going to fit in this little entrance.
Lol.
Well.
Hello, team.
Red will try and then sneak into the main room and maybe hide behind one of the...
Yeah, give me a stealth roll, please.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Next. 21.
Nice, yeah, I'll give you that. As you do, give me a perception roll, please.
8.
With it on my lap.
You can see at least 9 more of the little twig things in here. The twig blights. Skittering around underneath. Some of...
Yeah.
My turn. As you're making your way round to the side entrance of the house, the twigs, not able to catch you, but kind of run and swarm all around you now. They've got you both pretty well surrounded. You're surrounded by maybe 20 of them. No, less than that. 6, 12, 17 of them. And there's another 6 on their way. They weren't quick enough to get to you and attack. They're just charging at you, but there is now a sea of them surrounding you. These little...
Sea of Groots.
Sea of baby Groots.
Basically, they're scary, all right? They're scary.
Yeah.
They're baby Groots.
They do sound actually like quite terrifying.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know what? They remind me of there's a Harry Potter monster in one of the books, and they're like all made of wood, and they've got these big long noses. They're horrible.
The ones that are like tree guardians.
Yeah, I forget what they're called. They're the ones that like snatch children and eat them.
Oh God. Okay,
more
no,
hacks.
that's not.
They were in one. It was in like the 4th game, I think they were in. These really horrible things. They had glowing eyes.
So, as they
I'm gonna have to
swarm
look it
you
up.
with their... You've seen so many branches in the forest that could well have been twig blights now, you're well aware of. As these creatures now look at you with their long fingers coming out, getting ready, just to fucking pile drive you into the ground. Jackal, it's you first though, sir.
just go to run.
I assume I can't like push my way and get past these things.
You could, they'll get some attacks on you,
Okay.
for sure.
Are they all around it?
Yeah. all
Oh,
around
okay.
you.
Sorry, I thought they were all behind.
You're
They've
surrounded.
managed to overtake you because you're moving 30, they're moving 40.
Oh.
Oh.
So as they
double.
do, they're kind of facing you, and as you kind of like take a swing at them,
Oh.
they kind of back away a touch and then move back in.
Yeah. I see, because we had to disengage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ha!
Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of explaining this.
No, it's all good.
Right. So even if I try to disengage, there's no way of disengaging again.
There's too many.
Right. Okay. I'm going to do Dragon Breath in front of me. Try and clear a path.
Clear a path.
So glad we got a dragon ball.
I was going to say, why is he not breathed fire on them?
You
But
do.
it is a cold one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
breath
cold,
in
so I don't know how
as this
effective it's
mist
going to be.
sort of enters your mouth. Cold air touching your lungs, but you're well aware it's going to get colder still.
So it's 15-foot cone, 12 con save that they need to make.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm going to say you'll get 6 of them.
Okay. Ooh, 6.
One save,
And 5. Ooh.
2 saves.
11 damage to everyone who didn't save and half to the ones who did save.
It's enough to kill them all. Even the ones who did manage to preempt what you were about to do as you take a deep breath and whoosh, jet of air, frozen air, opens up a clearing in front of you.
I'll trot through that little clearing and...
They'll get attacks on you, the ones behind you.
Death by 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
No damage though. These things
I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
I'm going
to give them 5 attacks on you. What is your AC shieldless and flat-footed?
Shieldless would be 14?
Oh, it's -1 for a shield.
No, isn't it 2 for a shield? So 15 or 14?
What is 1 for a shield?
2.
I think a shield's 2.
The light shield's 1, I think. Shield's 2.
14, yeah.
Okay. Give me some D4s. 2, 4.
How did that many get that close to attack?
These things.
I just blasted them out of the way.
Out the front, but they're the ones behind you.
out.
The ones getting you.
But I mean, only 2 or 3 could have actually been
Yeah. No, I said 5. I gave them 5.
Yeah.
You take 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
As little claws and punches and headbutts just cutting into your thighs.
Nice.
Constance, you see the way they're kind of trying to swarm him, taking him to the floor, but they've not quite got enough to drop him down.
How far away from the door?
Native
About
to
40
Black
foot.
Forest.
Oh shit,
So
really?
I'm
And everybody
left-
else is already inside the door.
So I'm
You've been moving
Bastards.
30 foot around, but they ran twice.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these guys did a run at 60 and a run at 60.
So I'm 10 foot from the door now.
Yeah.
Is there... What do I see in front of me now?
A clear path through.
Thanks, you're cool.
And how many are behind me? And around?
About 12 behind you into the flanks. You reckon maybe only about 3 or 4 will get to attack you because most of them are tactical. Sometimes there's benefits into going last.
I'm really good at hitting one thing really hard. I'm not good at hitting 10 things reasonably well.
All our people who are good at taking care of groups left already.
I did my fair share of groups.
I set one on fire, and that was that. That was my help.
So again, there's silence. It feels like, the sound of kind of like wind going through branches of twigs, and their small branches is the only sound that these things really make. As you look back, you can see some of them have got like blood on their elongated claws.
Little shits that they are. And you're not down, you're just...
I'm just blacking them through.
They haven't
I just
pulled you over or
blasted
anything.
through and I charged out and they kind of just were scratching at me as I went.
I'm not going to throw you a donut.
I blasted my way out and they can't reach me and attack me. But
In
they can
character,
always
what he says
surround
in character, please. So.
Sorry.
Hey, come on!
Just trying to understand what was going on. Right. I try and run through the gap, please.
Just hit the...
Yeah.
What is your...
19.
Oh, it's not okay. That's amazingly 2 hits.
Wow.
Take 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
Again, as they are kind of trying to claw and take you to the floor, but just imagine kind of like running through heavy leaves and kind of kicking your legs out in front of you is
Getting
what
the
I
old one.
imagine. Yeah, stuff just
Yeah.
raking across arms and lower legs. As there. Gabriel,
So you're double moving.
Do I know?
You're
so
going in the door.
that means
Or,
that-
no.
you double moved?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you would make it to the door. You wouldn't. You would have to kind of. I'm going to let you pass through where these guys are stood in this little entrance, but you would have to enter
The
the
other thing.
next room.
I'm not going to go in through the door. I'm just going to open it and be like, "Can you help?
Yeah.
Can you help?"
I'm going to move away from the door because I see Jackal and Constance basically charging at me. I poke my head round. Is that druid still there?
Seems to have just poured whatever it was into the.
Is it still there?
barrel. Yes.
I'm going to point at it. Extend your hand and point a finger at the target within range. Your magic grants you a brief insight to the target's defenses, and next turn... Actually, why am I doing that? I've got 2 ravens that I can just send in to distract it. I'm going to send my 2 ravens in to help me. Basically, going to try... I'm going to tell them to peck out its eyes.
They're going to attack
This
it.
is what
Well, they
Sergei
can't attack it. They can just help
back
me.
for.
Okay, so
But it gives me advantage on my attack rolls.
okay.
And then I'm going to lean around the door and give it 2 blasts of Eldritch. With advantage.
You have a part of Sergei as a raven and you use it to peck eyeballs.
So the first attack with advantage is an 18 plus 6, but I'm going to re-roll. I can roll anyway because it's advantage. Hope for a crit. Nope. So 18 plus 6 is a hit, and the second one is a 4, so I get to roll that again. 11 plus 6 is 17.
So hit.
So both hit, and D10 points of damage, force damage. That is a 9 and a 10, so 19 points of force damage. Oh, that's powerful. That was nearly double.
That's big boy
That
damage.
was nearly full damage.
These 2 spiraling blasts of energy erupt from your hand as you point round, seeing the druid who clearly hasn't been paying attention to you, as they smash into him up on this balcony. Oh. 1 second. Oh, one of the cameras has stopped. Has frozen.
Oh no!
Which one?
Can you?
The player camera.
Oh no.
What were the most important things?
But we are. People can still hear us though, can't they?
Yeah.
They
Try
just
now,
don't know
Sam.
that
Just
we're
turn it
all
off and
now
on again.
You
The
can still hear
camera
us.
itself. I don't know if you can.
That's alright. They can still hear us.
It's fine. You can hear us.
They just have us all like that.
Yeah, it's a good pose. Well, Matt's like this.
Perfect.
So yeah,
As they smash into him as he lets this guttural curse out, or she lets this guttural curse out.
What language is it in?
Druidic.
Aha! What did they... Nice.
What swear words did they use?
What swear did they particularly use?
Well, shit.
I won't repeat it.
Very bad one.
They bugger me. This is
oh, so there's 2 ravens. 2 ravens that are just attacking its
Gosh
face as
darn
well.
Yeah. A truly
polite
horrendous.
Bother.
Yes.
Oh dear.
That hurt.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
My scythe moves 20 foot. Is there anything within range of it?
One of the ones outside still. It's just kind of.
That's a 17
That's a hit.
and does 1d8 plus 6 points of damage. So that is an 8. So that is. I'm rolling well. That is 14 points of damage.
Jeez, yeah, that's enough. Just slices in, and it's just.
And I've got that for
wrecking them.
3 more rounds.
Hesia, you're up.
You've just seen me just go.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Hey.
It was back, and now it's completely dead.
Oh. Oh, can they not hear us either
Asia. No, it's just a lovely black screen. I'm just playing D&D by myself. Oh, my
Imaginary friends.
Yeah, we've actually left already.
Oh, you're the best GM ever. Yes, you are. Now, yeah.
So, Constance, you're at the door?
Yeah, standing in the doorway.
Liz, you...
I'm 10 foot away.
Asia, what are you doing? In character, please. Yes, right.
I'm behind one of the vats in the room.
I'm going to trust that you can get yourself through a door from that distance.
Yeah, it's fine.
Go see what Gabriel's doing. Is that druid still standing?
Yes, seems to be.
Has it got a bloody nose at least?
Oh, yeah, she doesn't look well.
Firebolt her.
Oh, if he's doing it.
Yeah. I'm allowed to do this.
Give me a roll to hit, please.
Stay clear of the walls, please.
11.
It's a miss.
Oh, shit. Oh, the alcohol
These
catches
piercing
fire.
eyes as she wipes this mixture of blood and muck from the back of her hand and looks at it, and then eyes fix on you.
On you and not on me.
Why is it always me with these
Red.
things?
I'm going to do the thing I've wanted to do for a little bit. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. So that is, you summon fey spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied spaces you see within range.
Okay.
The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns.
Yep.
They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them. If you don't issue commands, they will defend themselves against hostile creatures.
We'll just put them on your turn.
Yep.
That's all right.
So I'm going to summon... Let's go crazy. Let's go... I'm going to go for the 8 of the lower level ones.
8.
8.
Whales. Killer whales.
Blue
whales.
What, just in this dry environment? Or in the wine vats?
There's going to be a blue whale
Let's
in this
go
game.
for 8 wolves.
Yeah.
Fey wolves.
Stay
Piranhas in the alcohol. Come on.
Drunk piranhas.
And she's going to use
No one's gonna
druidic to
survive.
make it
Yeah.
real
Well,
obvious.
okay.
It's like, hi, I'm another druid. I'm a druid, and I'm here. By the way,
So you invoke the
I feel
spell.
like this has got out of hand quite quickly.
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
We powered
Plus,
up
they
quite
can
a
stay
bit.
with us for an hour.
You guys are tougher than I thought you were.
They're quarter level difficulty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, quarter.
Yeah, we've done quite well. I think that we powered up quite a bit from the level 5.
Yeah. Listen, they said druids.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not taking chances.
But now we have 8 wolves.
8.
There were also a bunch
many
of
wolves do
twin
they
things
have?
we saw.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
So,
They can take care of the tweakers.
in the middle of the room.
Distributed. It's any unoccupied space.
Nice. As you invoke the spell, how do you cast it?
Druidic. Let me see. Is it
With a howl.
Just how does she want to summon these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she howls.
Yeah.
Nice. You let out a howl. There's a moment, there's a pause where there's no reply, and then you hear a "ow, ow," and they echo from within the building. If anyone else was in here, didn't know you were here, you're pretty sure they know you're here now.
At least they know there are some wolves here.
Yeah. And then they'll probably be like, oh, it's fine, it's just wolves.
It was totally the wolves that shot fire.
These howls go off, reacting to the wolves. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 of these twigs come to life. And when there was no movement at all, there is carnage. There is battle erupts on the floor of this building in front of you.
why I thought
As
8.
wolves are now climbing and fighting these
versus
twigs.
twig.
Just give me, each person give me 2d20s, since there's 8. Oh no, one person can't roll. Hessia, sorry, you don't get to roll because you're useless.
14 and 18.
I just got a 17.
18.
14 and 18.
Nice.
18 to 18. What is going on? My rolls
17.
I'm doing
10.
a second roll anyway. It was 18.
Okay, we'll use your roll, Hessia. And I'll roll for we'll just do batch rolling for the twigs.
Batch roll.
It is carnage out there. The wolves seem to have the upper hand at the moment, but they are outnumbered 2-3 to 1, and the twigs are starting to swarm around them. Both the twigs, it would seem, were lying in wait for someone to come into the room.
I got my wolves, it's fine. I'm the one to cast that spell.
As your eyes are drawn to this battle that is taking place on the floor, this female druid makes her way round, snarling, hand across the back of her head. As you see, bites down hard on her thumb, uses the blood and puts it on the teeth around her neck. As she starts to invoke a spell, she's moved round nearly on top of you now, on the area above you. Give me a spellcraft if you want to try and know what she's about to
Arcana?
do. Arcana. Knowledge, Arcana.
Nah.
20.
Crit.
She's doing Thunder Wave.
Oh no, I don't like that one.
Can everyone give me a reflex or dexterity save? As she lets out this guttural druid.
I got a crit.
You're outside, you're okay.
What do I get for Ronno's crit?
You know what spell she's doing.
Well,
what do I need to do?
So bang, bang,
What is
bang.
it?
You three inside.
What is it?
Dex save, please.
Dex save. Oh, Dex is like... Oh, not my worst.
Do you want
Strength's
me at
worst.
disadvantage on that?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
And
So 10.
that's when my rolls stop.
Lightning is not your set.
6. So that's a fail.
10.
Can all of you take an amazing, an incredible, an outstanding
For it.
5 damage?
how could you?
I took more walking through the twigs.
I'm going to start fudging my rolls. That could have been like quite a big number there.
Red just sort of like.
But you're pushed 10 feet back.
How?
So that'd be to the floor.
With the thunder wave.
Oh, to the floor,
Yeah.
okay. No,
To
so
the
I meant by
floor,
like.
because she's
how
kind of like
cute.
above you, doing it down.
So we're all on
Okay.
the floor.
All prone.
As the thunder wave goes off, you can see the crows now, or the ravens, sorry, have all come to life. Seeing the fight erupted below them, swarms of ravens are helping the wolves come darting down from the rafters above. And Hessia, give me a d20 for 1, and give me a d20 for 1, and we'll just see how they're doing. Higher is better.
9.
Pretty good.
7.
No, they're doing okay. They're not doing amazing, but they're turning the battle in your
Helping.
favour. Jackal and Constance outside. You've kind of got your back to the wall. You've made it to the entrance, or this side entrance. It'd be really hard for them to swarm you now, but there's 21. No, 6, 12, 18, sorry. Still out here.
But they can't, since we're like right by the door,
They can't swarm
really
you.
like, yeah.
No.
Can
Bar
we,
the door. Bar the door.
could we act together, like go into the door and close it?
Lift the bar. That's
Yeah. They'll get some attacks on you as
Fine.
you do.
Yeah. We'll act together and that'll be our thing. I
Yeah,
guess.
so we'll say 4 attacks each.
Yep.
sure.
As you're just kind of kicking your way through them. What's your AC?
With the shield,
19.
That's 1.
16.
2. Take 6 points of damage.
Oof.
That's only 1, wasn't it? Sorry. Take 2 points of damage. Again, just this death by 1,000 cuts as your legs feels like you run through brambles. It's that kind of constant stinging. Your legs feel wet and cold just from the pure number of small little bites and cuts.
Chewing on legs.
One's kind of like grabs onto you for a second as you give it a kick and a flick and it flies over the group, but they're soon making their way back through. As you step into the room, you see that everyone in the room's been pushed to the floor. You would have heard this clap of thunder from inside, which erupted from inside outside. As you kind of step over them.
Well, there's the 2 doors, isn't there?
Yeah, so they're kind of in the small room,
Yeah.
so you'd have to slam this door shut and put the bar on it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Give me a strength check. We'll do it opposed as they're trying to pry it open. Ugh.
Ugh.
Not great.
8.
7.
Not good.
It's even Stevens as you're trying to pull it shut. They're kind of like hands are reaching in as they're trying to force it open. As one of them gets
slamming it against
as you're trying to push it.
Constantly.
the door.
Hold the door.
Hold the door.
No.
Hold the door. Hold
Gabriel, you've been pushed to the floor, sir. You can hear the sounds of this battle erupting in the next with howls of wolves in a mixture of rage and pain.
Can I see her still?
No, she's kind of gone directly above you and just basically laid this thunderwave straight through the balcony, through the floor, into the room you're in.
I will get up. I guess that's my move action.
Half a move to get up.
Half move, and then move into to see if I can get an eye on her, basically.
Someone will we'll say one will get an attackable opportunity.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because there is some carnage. What's a hit? Unless you're 19?
No, I'm not, mate.
3 points of damage as you
That's
feel a sharp sting in your calf. As you look around and one of these creatures has just kind of sunk its face into your
I'm imagining like the Pepperoni Man.
Can I
that advert?
Oh, I'm a bit mad.
Yeah.
Can I see her?
Yep.
Yeah. I will use the ravens to help again, and I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasters at her. But before I do that, Red, can you do a totem that will help this carnage? And then...
Yes, I can.
Give me a roll.
So, first one, 11 plus 6, but I get advantage, so that's a 17. I'll roll that anyway, just in case I get crit. Nope, 16. And then the second one is a 14 plus 6, so 20.
Nice.
So they both hit, and it's D10 points of damage.
She might survive.
That's 4. That is a 1. So 5 points of force damage.
She staggers as you push her and she slams into the wall in front of her. You can see blood dripping down her arms from where she's been hit and smashed around. And she again lets out this guttural, horrendous language in Druidic.
Mm-hmm.
To hear someone speak in Druidic and the sort of things that she's saying is just disgusting.
For shame.
Yeah, like,
bring shame to our order.
She's just dropping the C-bomb every other word.
Who would do that?
I know. Tell me about it.
Who would ever say such horrible, horrible words?
As she now turns to face you. But before she can act, Red.
It's not Hessie's go.
Hesia, sorry.
Yeah.
Hesia.
I also need to get up off the floor.
Yep, half your move.
And then I presumably also can now get a line of sight on her.
You'd have to move in. We'll say one gets an attack on you and the
that's
carnage that's going on in there.
Yeah.
That is a critical.
I've been critically grooted.
6 points of damage.
Ow. A bruise.
I don't like these.
To be fair, these are like cutting us up a little bit though.
To be fair, I
As
am
you
now
enter
looking
the
not so
room,
good.
you don't look onto the barrel to the side as one of them like full on leaps and is on your neck and it like stabs its hand and gets deep within your skin. And just with pure impulse, you just pull and throw.
She's on fire.
Not at the moment.
Oh, no.
No, it's only for
Didn't
one
cast
turn
last turn,
after.
Oh, I forgot to do my spiritual weapon attack. Don't worry about it. It kills one outside, by the way.
One randomly gone down. And I witch bolt her.
Yeah,
I
give me
love
a roll
a
to hit.
good witch bolt. Let's double check. Boom, 24.
Oh, she doesn't get a save against it, does she?
No, that's what I
Give
was
me
just
some
checking.
damage.
Hang on, let me just do a wild magic. Nope. It is 1d12.
As you spin and whirl, enjoying the carnage and the chaos.
Yeah.
It's mad in here. The squawks of all of these ravens flying around. This guttural druidic language which you can't hear, but the curses make sense.
Does it get a bonus of...
She's still standing, mother!
It doesn't get no.
Do you not get like...
Can you not add your
Oh, hang on.
spellcasting?
Oh, no.
I think it's classed as your spell casting.
Oh, spell that be spell attack? No, you
Spell
don't.
attack bonus.
Yeah.
That's on the
That's just for... Not damage, though.
No, it's because
Damage.
it works different.
damage is just
The damage bonus is usually your spellcasting ability bonus, which is...
But you don't.
But it would say on the
It does say it on the spell, not
No.
one.
I thought it was one of the ones where it's gone up because I've gone up, but it hasn't. So no, just 2 points.
Right, 1 second.
I can just keep on wailing at her now until indefinitely. That's the good thing about Witch Bolt. Once you've got the connection, it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Is it psychic damage?
Lightning, electric, I think.
Lightning doesn't like you.
Oh, witch bolt used to be like the best thing ever. Yeah, lightning damage.
I think it's because it's like a D12, so it can be
It could be,
incredible.
That's
yeah.
the trouble with it. So I'm just looking up the spell.
The best spells are the ones that give you the adds from your spell modifiers and stuff. Because that can really add up.
Right. It's her turn.
Is it? That was my
Oh,
turn.
no, sorry.
Give me my turn, damn it.
What chance to kill her?
Right, it's your
I'm
turn.
gonna stand up, move so I can see her,
Yep.
and I'm gonna hit her.
We'll
back.
give you one attackable opportunity
Yep.
as well. That's a miss, and that's a
Yep.
13 hits.
No, 13 does not fit.
As you see one sort of stalking you from the shadows as it comes skirting in, you're quick enough to be able to sidestep it. And the stone floor in here, it's kind of like little wood feet. Don't do it a good job.
I'm gonna hit her back with a thunder wave.
That's just a straight save, isn't it?
That is a Constitution saving throw.
You've got her.
Yeah. Well, they need to hit her. Oh
Give
yeah,
me
no,
some
sorry.
damage.
Exactly.
So 2. I need another D8.
Let's roll as well.
That's an 8. That is a 6, and she gets thrown upwards.
So how much damage in total?
8,
14.
I helped with those 2 points of damage, just saying.
In that
Is this like the time in the Durst family house? I'm helping!
Exactly like that.
I just like the fact that Red's kind of got herself up, fingers jumped towards her, she's sidestepped and just gone.
She goes flying into the ceiling.
X2.
How do you do the thunder wave? Is it a clap or is it...
You
It's
clapped
sort of
the
like
first time
building
you
it
did
up.
it, didn't you?
Crackling is a...
Okay. And she does it. The chaos and the noise within this room is again deafened as the whole building shakes. The glass in the windowsills shake rapidly as she's knocked back and up 10 foot, pushed against the wall as she likes eye contact with you for a second, as then she stumbles forwards, falls back forward over the balcony, and with a sickening crunch falls head first onto the solid stone floor as her neck snaps. You can see the tooth necklace now around her snaps, and the small teeth go flying everywhere as she lies lifeless on the floor. You want to give me each one roll 1d20 for the wolves? I will roll for my battle
10.
side. Oh, my guys
9.
don't do well.
10.
13.
You do better than me.
Yeah, 2 9s, 2 10s, and a 13.
Yeah, you're getting the upper hand in this battle with the ravens joining in now. The twigs losing their advantage of numbers. Some are going to attack at you. One on you. And one on you, Gabriel. 17?
Yep.
Take 2 points of damage.
I'm on, if it helps, I've got armor class of 13, so
Okay.
like...
Just in the carnage of...
So have I got a better armour class than you?
Yeah, I've got, because
You've
you've got,
got a shield
you've
as
got more
well.
dexterity,
Oh, yeah, that's
and you're
true.
still a shield.
As the wolves
yes.
fighting these creatures now, the twigs getting the upper hand with the ravens dive bombing in and picking out the weaker ones and just pecking them to death. Those at the door. What are you doing?
Trying to close that damn door.
Slam it on the little twig
God.
fingers.
Yeah, give me the strength.
Yeah.
Give me a strength roll, please.
Can it be athletics?
Oh, you know, give me an athletics.
Yeah.
As you can like use your feet on the door frame as
Yeah.
you're trying to pull it.
Come on, mate.
16.
16.
Oh, ho, ho.
Ooh.
In sync.
Go team.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's like 32
we're in
when you
sync.
combine it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
As you just, between the two of you, give one big heave-ho, and poof, the door slams shut,
Bar down.
and the bar goes down.
Yay. Now we're locked in.
Yay! What I wanted.
The carnage you can hear in the room behind you seems to be dying down. With the help of the wolves and the ravens, you've got the better of them. although they had far superior numbers.
Mhm.
And if someone was to go charging in there by themselves, it probably would have ended very badly.
We had the better druid.
Druid.
I helped.
You can hear outside the scrapings on the door. There's all of these little...
And the occasional sound of a... for another 12 seconds. Because it lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
And each round is 6 seconds, so...
Yeah, it's
10 rounds.
Pretty strong.
A lot has gone down in the last minute.
The smell of wine in this large room still fills your lungs. But you would be very aware, and you would be very aware, that you saw this spiteful, hateful druid pour something into the vat.
Stuff I can help with that.
And I think that is where we'll leave it.
Yeah. Nice.
Before we turn off mics, thank you for joining us in chat, those who did. Sorry we had a slight issue at one
Slight
point.
malfunction.
Yeah.
We've got tons of dice. Should we give away some more dice?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because
Let me pick one.
because
I think it should be, if the first... What is the name of...
Dolphin dice.
Dolphin dice.
oh, dolphin dice.
Maybe we should ask if someone can name the correct word for
Oh, the stampy sandals.
stamping wine.
Wine
What's-
stampy sandals.
Wine stamping sandals. What are they called?
They're just going to Google it like you are right now.
Yep, straight up.
It's just
Are you googling
fastest
wine
Google.
stamping sandals?
So one of our only sponsor, as you can see in the bottom left corner, is Critit, and they make a lot of dice. And we've got some dolphin dice to give away. Hooray! For chat. So we'll post them to you. If you would like to win these dice, we should
Well,
do
you
something in chat or something different.
Are we asking about the theme?
No one's going to know what the stupid sandals are called to squish grapes.
I can't even find
No
it.
one
really.
cares enough. Okay, that's the question. We don't know if you're right or wrong.
Give us the best name you could possibly think
The best
of.
name for the sandals you use to squish grapes to make wine.
It doesn't have to be true. It just has
Yeah.
to be
Just
good.
has to be good.
Which James dance. Yes, they do. You need to make it up right now.
They actually
Improvise. You're good at
a lot of the time
improvising.
they do it barefoot.
They do
though,
it
don't they?
barefoot, yeah.
Well, these guys
There are actually sandals on.
How would we gain
there are
the dice
called
back?
like
Oh,
wine
it's
sandals.
So anyone who's just joined chat, our party are in a lovely vineyard, and the question to win a set of dice is
you do it
what are the
barefoot.
name of this?
Oh, I have an idea. I have a good question.
What to wear to a grape stop?
I like flip squash.
Who is the best druid?
Gosh.
Can we make sure Adam and Sander get the last two donuts?
Yes.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. We'll give it another 30 seconds or a minute to see if anyone else.
Where can I stomp grapes? Lovely Google.
Sounds like it would be really nice, actually. It'd be really therapeutic
Stomping
to
on
stomp
grapes.
on grapes.
Stumble grapes.
Be weird. I'd be like,
Who is Grape Lady?
I wouldn't want to.
Who is Grape Lady?
That's what Google's come up with.
Grape Lady?
Who is Grape Lady?
Maybe that's just the thing.
That's the new question.
I now want to know.
Who is Grape Lady?
Who is the grape lady?
Probably someone very interesting.
You may not know Melissa Sanders' name, but you probably know her as the Grape Stomper. No, I don't.
Thank you for getting.
That's the way to make yourself well known. Link yourself. You don't know me, but you know me as.
Where's my
for
bag
tuning
gone
in, feel
for my
free to
dice?
drop a
Where's my dice
follow
bag go?
on our channel, and we normally, I think Wednesday's a pretty good day for us to play.
Yeah,
it
it's been
seems to
working
be.
out.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Normally every Wednesday.
Sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Thursday.
Yeah.
Honestly, Gym Club would be the most classy thing to happen in the marches.
My
The entire time I was
bag
waiting
of
for you to get a
dice, can you put
notification. Like a
What?
goblin.
Can I
your
get in a
little-
bag of dice?
You think? Oh, where's your? Oh, there.
So
Right.
I'm packing away too efficiently.
Sorry.
Right.
Bye everyone.
We shall see you
So we've got
soon.
Bye.
Any suggestions?
Mockavins,
Mockavins.
I like Mockavins.
flip squash,
Flip
Flip
squash.
vineyard boots,
No,
Meh, boring.
Sorry.
and
Sorry.
Wellingtanis. I can't read that one.
Hang on.
Welling tannins.
Double points.
Yes.
You get like a
Tannins.
wine.
Tannins in wine.
Wellington.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I think out of those so far, I like Wellingtons.
And I'm not even going to try and read the last one.
Really?
Why? Is
So
it rude and
is
druidic?
Is it the C word?
Still tipples?
Still, as in
Still tipples.
Still tipples, as in still toe
Tickle.
caps.
Or stilettos?
Mine chat's not going to work because I closed it.
I think Mr. Dancer's got it
Okay.
with Wellingtonus.
Wellingtons. Yay!